Stop. Hey guys, what is up? We're live totally right now. It's not showing it on here because of stream delay, but it is. It's gonna be catching it up. Sam's gonna be like, "No, we're not," and then we're gonna hear him say, "No, we're not," because he's a fucking faggot. Stop. Hey guys. Yep. There we go. Oh, I
missed off the Julie's cucked part. No.
My favorite. Fuck. Dude. Slur time? Cloudy. Hey. What's up, buddy? What's up, pal?
As you said it, the name Julie and slurs do go together.
Okay, buddy. So, today, we have a topic that I am pretty excited to go through. I'm not gonna lie. I've
not covered this at all, so I'm very excited.
Oh, fuck off. Okay, Sam, friend of the channel, has covered it quite a lot. Extensively. But this is really funny, because this is about a Minecraft SMP gone wrong, but then a specific member being a spineless cuck. Okay? It's beautiful.
I know it's not 9 takes.
Yeah, no, it's not 9 takes. Not this time. But yeah. Anyways. Alright, let's get into it, guys. Let's get fucking into it. I made a little docket. So we're gonna read this, right? We're gonna go to it. Now, this is where it all kickstarts, right? A document by Swiffies, alright? My experience with money SMP. Okay, let's see your experience, buddy. Okay. I've gone back and forth for months about whether to talk about this publicly. I was honestly worried it could hurt future events I would play in or my relationships with other creators. I don't want drama. But after thinking about it for a long time, I feel the need to share my experience with Money SMP, and some of the owners need to understand why communication matters. This isn't meant to attack anyone in specific, bro. Gax, honestly, I'll have you come in later if you really want to come in, but not right now.
Oh god, not that foreigner, I swear his country's getting bombed. No.
Oh, dude, thanks for the 20, Evil Excellent. Ace, my favorite emo bad boy for real, on God. Thanks, Evil Excellent. It's nice to see you turn over a new leaf in this new community. Dude, fuck me. Okay. This isn't meant to attack anyone in specific. I know a lot of good people are involved, and I understand that rosters and plans can change. What hurts was how the situation was handled and the lack of communication. Uh-oh. I had already rearranged my schedule and canceled opportunities based on being told I was fully confirmed. I had even canceled a family trip because I was told to fully commit to Money SMP. No.
Oh, God. No. Oh, no.
Why? And by that time, everything changed. It was too late to book flights. Missing that time with my family affected me mentally because I gave up something important for an opportunity I was told twice to fully commit.
Like a family's funeral or something.
Sam, I couldn't go to the Bahamas with my dad. Fuck.
Oh no.
I told him I couldn't make it because I was playing fucking Minecraft. And now look. Now I'm not here anymore. Dude, what the fuck? Fuck me. Sorry. Holy fuck. So, I'm writing this to emphasize how important creator time is and how poor communication within event communities can seriously impact creators. I hope this serves as proof that speaking up about a situation like this matters and that your time and effort deserves to be respected.
Sorry. Speaking up about situations like that sounds like you've been raped, right? You've been groomed, bro. Like, you got promised a space in the Money SMP. It might suck, right? It might suck. But come the fuck on, bro. Was a Google document really necessary? Framing it like you might have got fingered by one of these people, bro? Come on.
Dude. Brother. Instead of Minecraft slot, we should be exposing Ace for his crimes. Okay, Nobby, chill. Chill. Fuck me. Dude, I just don't know how you have a fucking serious call out for this bullshit. This is stupid. But yeah.
Well, this is the Minecraft community, bro. They call out anything. Oh,
dude,
you gross fuck. I'm calling you out for that. I need to get my Google document, bro. What was that?
Fuck. What is this in context to? I don't freakily keep up with these people. Well, this is literally stupid gay SMP stuff. Because the SMP is actually kind of going to be like the least... Like, this is just the context, the cement of the, the juice and bread and butter of the situation, okay? But it's still important. Because, I'm not going to lie, mocking this, I 100% agree with. This is stupid. This is stupid as fuck. Oh, thanks for the 5, Toa. Don't laugh or I'll make you a hot plate of chitlins and Watergate salad. Okay, buddy. Okay. I was invited to Money SMP on 10/26/2025 as a replacement for a player who couldn't participate. I was told I was 100% confirmed in bold text for the season and to drop any obligations based on that. I rearranged my schedule and canceled plans. I created a trailer for the event and began practicing. It's a 5K channel, dumbass! What are you talking about? Dude, okay, full context, guys. Full fucking context. I gotta show you. Okay, to be fair, the channel does get some pull, right? But bro is throwing their whole life. Okay, it did gain some subs since last time we checked. But bro is throwing...
To be fair, right, since we last checked, Tommy and it's been on there. It's been involved in a high-profile situation.
Man, it's kind of fallen off a little bit. Holy fuck. No, but it's like, look at this shit. This is what they're throwing their lives over for. This is what we're canceling family plans for. This is what we're canceling... Yeah, what the fuck is this? Money SMP Season 5 official trailer. This is what we're canceling our life plans for. Okay? This is what...
Previously on the Money SMP,
this is why I couldn't attend my dad's birthday.
Champion was crowned, further continuing the evolution of a monster. The sabotage of Pink Team overcame the tricks of the Jester, casting him back into a reshaped Money SMP, this time alone and wilder than ever before. His opponents? An uncrowned prince, a forgotten king, an ever-advancing prodigy.
And don't get me wrong, right? I think that they do put like a good amount of passion into this, to be fair to them, right? It's not my cup of tea, but you know what? They're putting in a lot of effort for a passion project, clearly, right? But it's like, yeah, also thank Agent Nibbles for it too. What is SMP, bro? Lamel, I'm so far behind on this. Again, Minecraft stuff. I'm pretty sure that means survival Minecraft play or something like that, if I remember correctly. But it's so dumb.
It's like survival multiplayer or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So it's like, this person was a fucking idiot. Dude, I'm getting Cormanex vibes from this guy. This guy canceled family plans and all this just because they told me I was 100% confirmed and to drop any obligations. I mean, do you expect to not just have like a fucking job when doing this? Like, I don't know. That seems unrealistic. Oh, okay. SMP means survival multiplayer, to be fair.
Yeah, like I just said, buddy. I mean, at most, right? Like, I get the frustration. I'll be a bit annoyed, right? If you've been told, hey, look, you've been promised this slot, right? Come on. And then that doesn't actually happen. I get the annoyance.
Yep.
But why are we sitting here writing a Google document about it? What are we doing? Like, get on stream and voice your, like, annoyance. Oh, look, I was meant to be doing this for the streams and the content, but, you know, they've, like, replaced my spot. It hasn't come through, whatever. They promised me and it hasn't worked out. 100%. But why are we sitting here writing a Google document like this is the most serious situation that needs like some big exposure? It's a complete utter nothing burger. It's just pathetic. You're just salted that you didn't get something you think you deserve because they promised you a spot. Yeah, it's annoying. Get over yourself.
This reminds me of like a Tomorrowland or something like that, where it's like, we saved you a seat in the rocket, and then it's like, and then it's just like the simulation just ends. It's like, no, please, no. Also, thanks for the 10, Evil Excellent. MCYT are the soyest group of people next to FNF fans, Lamau. We might look into some of those people. I've tried looking at some of those people, but there's just... It only gets interesting when they're predators, to be honest with you. But, yeah. Okay. Yeah, but then we got... I was told by I was told this by 2 of the event owners and 2 original members, so I had every reason to believe that my spot in that event was fully confirmed. Okay.
Let's send you the screenshot like we wouldn't believe them.
You can if you like, bribed the guy. Or anything like that. Is it public, like the full roster? Oh, wait, maybe not. I'll let you know when. What? Okay. Okay. Wait, am I in? I think Ghosty and FBM were confused when they joined the call. What do you mean? No, Souls was saying no guarantees because of Pilly has a PC issue right now. But, wait, no guarantees? Okay, but PC is fried and they can't make the event you are in. Oh, okay. Any updates on this? I was kind of wanting to do something for it. Yeah, they said it's fine. That's not a 100% guarantee. This guy, it literally says no guarantees! What the fuck do you mean 100%?
Look, bro, look, you've got to keep reading. You've got to keep reading.
Okay. Souls did say there was no guarantees. That's not 100%, you fucking dumb fuck! So I joined a call with other Money SMP members and owners to clarify what that meant. During that call, the owners and several members told me I was confirmed and should drop 3 other events and cancel my plans to make time for Money SMP. Okay, I'm kind of curious to see this. I then messaged the owner, MC Solus, to discuss the trailer and when I could release it. At the time, everything seemed normal. I don't think there was anything wrong. I was also asked to attend a practice session on short notice, which I made sure to attend to. Hey Souls, can I ask a quick question? Go ahead. Is this good to post? I wouldn't post it right away, wait for the day of. I'll let you know when to post it. Fuck, in the video it says it's tomorrow. Hey, do we have to be there for today? We aren't announced and some will be streaming it. Yeah, you should be there. Should. Interesting. Should. There's a lot of 50-50 shaky kind of talk here. It doesn't seem like they're like, oh, you are 100% going to be there. Like, saying should is more or less just going to be like, well, that's the plan. That's not the guarantee, though. That's stupid. That's stupid. Is this good to post? I try to do the style you guys have it in. Soul said to post it tomorrow. Okay. So you just need to change the voice line to today? Gotcha. Thank you. Any reason he wants me to wait till tomorrow? Not really sure about that, lol. Probably because you're not guaranteed? I'd rather post it today, lol. If you could ask him, I'll ask. Let me know ASAP, please, after just so I could fix the video. Then, after that, I'm chill. I'm chatting with him in DMs right now. Bro. Dude. That's not guaranteed! Dude, this is gonna actually make me crash out soon. Their own evidence is not even proving their thing. No one gonna comment on the fact that her tag is Cubs? Oh. Don't worry about that one. After that, I was suddenly told in DMs that the original player had fixed their PC and that I was being replaced. Like what was already being insinuated? Well, how could he be replaced if you weren't officially on? You were the rebound. Like, that's...
Well, I guess the claim here is that, like, well, the messages might say something different, but in the call, they said my place was confirmed. But throughout these messages, it's very clear that, like, well, you know, if this person can't make it, you're there, but if they can, you know. But I guess it depends what was said directly in this call, right? But we have no idea.
Yeah, and obviously it definitely wasn't recorded.
Well, look, I say we have no idea. There's like a plethora of other retarded documents that we don't have to get into.
Yeah, this happened after I had already dropped my other obligations and after being told multiple times, both verbally and in messages, that I was 100% confirmed that never happened. The main owner messaged me saying they had pulled some magic, but there was no apology or real explanation. I was then removed from the Discord server in the event without any further communication. Well, I'm sorry, these DMs paint a picture that you were clearly meant to be the replacement if the person couldn't make it, and the person could make it, so they don't need the replacement. That's just how it works. Okay, I can understand, like how you said earlier, I can understand being frustrated if you're being expected to drop your plans and shit, right? But, like, that's just... no. Oh, what's up, B? But no, it's just like... No, it's just that this is dumb. This is dumb. This is fucking dumb. But yeah. Anyways. Hi, Swifties. I wanted to let you know that Pilly got his PC fixed. So Pilly will take your spot in the season since you were meant to sub for him. He literally said, fuck me. If you want, we have a season in January. If you want to be in, it's a mini season. I'll be honest. I'm a little upset because I was told by multiple people I was an emergency sub. What? So you admit to it? But I asked about it and they said I was 100% in. I dropped obligations for this, and when I asked again, they said I was in, and that Pilly PC is fried. No Souls was saying no guarantees because a Pilly has a PC. Yeah, no guarantees. No guarantees. That's never been a 100% confirmation. This is gonna actually piss me off, Sam. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna alpha rage. But yeah. They said this, which I took as their PC is fried. And then they followed it with, you are in. It was, but Pilly genuinely pulled some magic today to fix it. Yeah, they got a computer repaired. Yeah, holy fuck. Yeah, it sucks, because it was made clear I was in, and I cleared obligations. I then messaged Bry, one of the owners who consistently treated me with respect and communicated clearly throughout everything. This was his reaction. I don't think JJ believed I belong in D tier, lol. JJ is really bad at rating players. He thinks they're B tiers that should be top A of A. I'll make sure I survive. That's your main job. What the fuck are they on about? Damn, bro. They just told me I'm out after I dropped all obligations. Yeah, I was told literally an hour ago. I was asleep and woke up. I was so confused. I'm so sorry, bro. Yeah, I understand, but I wish I wasn't confirmed. And you weren't. I'm sorry, you were a sub. You were a fill-in. That's not how this fucking works. Why?
I mean, even if they were told, yeah, you're in 100%, who gives a shit, bro? Who gives a flying fuck?
It's just more annoying that they're clearly framing it in a way, acting like, I was promised the world, and then the world was shut out on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's gay. I was understandably upset. No, you weren't. Well, actually, you know what? Fair enough. You're understandably upset. I could say upset. That's fine. That's fine. You cleared plans. That's a little annoying, right? That's what you do for like a little business group. It's whatever, right? Like if you're trying to do something for a business, you got to plan like you're doing it as a business, right? So you got to make plans for work because that's how they're probably doing it. They're probably taking themselves professionally. And to be honest, yeah, it does look like they're taking themselves professionally. I think these guys definitely want to be a big channel, which there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I think that, you know, if these guys make it big, then fine. Yeah, I hope that they have fun. I hope it goes good. This is a business model they're doing. Not my cup of tea, but it's just what they do. But this is just going to be a common occurrence. If someone can't make it and they need a substitute to fill in, that's just going to be, people are going to have to be expendable. It's just what you have to do. That's just how this works. Alright. Take 9 saying, A space? I know what you are, 9 takes. I have a special slap in for you. No, but yeah. I had dropped other commitments. Yep. That I needed to prioritize the event. Yep, that's just how it works. I vented to a few close friends about it. Nice one. Since I lost a sponsorship and missed out, well, you didn't really have it to be in the, you didn't lose anything. You didn't have it in the beginning. And missed out on other events because I had planned my schedule around moneysmp. I was later told they were considering removing another player to put me back in. That didn't sit right with me either because that person had also committed their time and effort. That's how subs work. People have lives. What are you talking about? It might have fixed my situation, but it would have created the same problem for someone else. And that wouldn't have been fair. Swifty's discovering how fucking consumerism and capitalism works? Like the fuck? Yeah, people are expendable in this type of industry. What are you on about? Lil Jit went live and didn't make an announcement. I did make an announcement. You just weren't there. Bro. Dude. Here's the other SMP members talking to me about it. I don't care about your venting. I don't care about you. I really don't give a fuck about your venting. Holy shit. I'm just so mad that they did this to me. Dude. That's so annoying. Souls didn't completely ghost me, but he stopped replying when I talked about the situation and explained how upset I was. Well, yeah, that they have a business to run, bro. After that, I decided I didn't want to be involved with moneysmp anymore because I felt I had been treated unfairly as a creator and that my time hadn't been respected. Okay? Bro. A few months later, I heard another creator share their experience saying moneysmp has been held over their head in a similar way. I asked some friends about it. Bro, this is stupid. Dude, Holy fuck.
Well, I wonder why so many people made parody documents of this document.
Yeah, it's a real fucking mystery, man. It's a real mystery. This is all they're just bitching. They're bitching to all the members. That's what the rest of this is. They're just fucking bitching to all the members of, you promised me greatness, and I did not get to be sent through with it. You promised me heaven, and I live in hell.
You promised me a shit position in your shitty little fucking Minecraft online SMP. I dropped my whole obligation. I didn't go to my nan's funeral because of this.
Yeah, no,
They ran the ground
unironically.
without me.
Are you gonna watch the bad SEC Lio video? I might. I got a lot of things to get through, but that might be like a rainy day topic, Gilla. But yeah, no. I think, yeah, this document's gay as fuck. Holy fuck. But yeah, that's the start of it. I'm actually even wondering if so people, I'm gonna look at Wheel's response. It's probably just being like, hey, no. Yeah. Reply to Swiffies for transparency. Yeah, collaborative. We initially invited. Okay, yeah, this is literally just talking about the same thing. Brian was convinced that, Brian was convinced that Pilly's PC couldn't be fixed. Swiffies was guaranteed a spot, in quotes, which was then communicated directly to Swiffies. This was a miscommunication, was not supposed to happen. For that, we have already apologized to Swiffies directly. Okay. Yeah, okay. Eventually, Pilly managed to fix the issues he was experiencing. He went to inform Swiffies that he was no longer scheduled to play. Once we caught the error in our communication, we apologized for the inconvenience. Dude, this is so stupid. This shouldn't even have to be a thing to be response to. Yeah, quicker response. Yeah, this is
it's
stupid. It's
just the biggest load of nothing ever, bro.
Yeah,
it's so typical as well, the Minecraft community, to blow something out of proportion. Like, have you seen some of the replies to this? Oh, I'm so sorry this happened to you. Oh, I'm really sorry. Bro, give me a break, man. It screams the Minecraft community when you blow something out of proportion that doesn't need to be blown out of proportion.
Dude, team fucking Swiffies? Dude, what is there to be a team of? What is there?
That's why people did that with, like, Katie Bugs, right? And that was the actual accusation.
What is this? Coming in to give my opinions at 1 a.m., sorry, but I don't think it's fair to say that people deserve to give their reasons as to why they'd be uncomfortable teaming with someone for an event. They do! That's how it fucking works! That's how adults talk! What are you fucking talking about? At the end of the day, it really isn't anyone's business other than the people involved. Sometimes it could be things as simple as friendships falling out or drama that might involve other people. And once again, it just isn't the public business. They didn't make it public. You're saying okay. Want to team with Swiffies. Oh, so you didn't team with Swiffies. Okay. I totally just jumped the gun on this person. I'm sorry. But no, this is so stupid. No, this is so stupid. I'm crashing out. Hold on. Okay. This is dumb. I don't think we need to see anymore. Because there was, well...
No, bro.
I'll look at these. I'm pretty sure it's just a quick statement, right?
You want to hurt me.
Last one, but all the Money SMP members fake documents. Okay, yeah, I will acknowledge this, right? A lot of people made fake documents to mock Swiffies, okay? And some people more grandstanded it, being like, making fake documents and poking fun at the situation that happened just shows the toxicity of the environment. Instead of making the community better, you're making fun of someone for speaking up about something they experienced. Pathetic. Well, I experienced just this ears getting touched by reading this tweet. Should I make a document about it? Like,
bro, in a vacuum, right? You take a screenshot of that with my experience with Money SMP in a Google document. You're thinking, did they get groomed? Did something bad happen? Like, what's happening here? No. We're talking about someone who is a bit sad they could be a part of the Money SMP and thought they were guaranteed a spot in some shitty Minecraft SMP.
Yeah, this is stupid as fuck.
Give me a break, bro. Like, what are we doing here? And that's exactly what happened with JudeLow. With this fucking fake document he did, because he was one of those people that did one of those parody documents.
Dude, this is dumb. Because I know this is gonna bother you. I just want to see what this person says, and then we move on, because it is what I had in the docket. Oh, dude, I don't really care. I don't really. So this is the owner. It's just gonna be talking about the communication shit again, right? Womp womp. W9 takes. But no. Okay. Now. You guys just saw the most pathetic call out for an SMP ever to come in play. Quick, again, I can't stress it enough. Swiffies talks about poor communication, being annoyed that they had to, basically cancel plans because they were meant to be a fill-in and a substitute for this other person named Pilly who had PC issues, right? Pilly got their PC working and they no longer needed a substitute. So the fact that they made a document is dumb. People express that by making fake documents and fucking touch them. All right? Everyone, in that, space did, well, not everyone, but a lot of people on the team made fun of them with fake documents. One of them, most notably, to segue into this neatly, was JudeLow. Now, they are a prominent member of the Money SMP. In fact, they're right here. If you actually notice a Bonnie-type character in the thumbnail, that is JudeLow. All right, this blue Bonnie Minecraft skin is JudeLow. JudeLow normally makes videos like Minecraft trap videos where they trap veterans or whatnot, but they also are a pretty, active member in the Money SMP, right? So they weigh in on this and say, my experience with Money SMP. And literally, their whole document was just this. Their whole document was just this, right? Where they go, yo, hi guys, so I just got invited to Money SMP Season 5, so I have no experience in shit, but I also shit on people in Money SMP Season 3.5. Oh yeah, and I played on the Money SMP 24/7 for 3 days, which is basically like Timu's Strength SMP or something, but I was doing really well until some fuck-ass random Zaka whatever the fuck killed me and ruined my godly trapper POV. I'm gonna make a video on it anyways, but fuck you, Zacharias. Also, Greninja thinks it's tough, proof below. And then they said that, you won't tweet that. Oh, really? Worse than Epstein? And then, yeah, there's some image. So, clearly mocking it. Funny. Seeing this, it's kind of funny. I can't imagine, right? Just the Minecraft people like, oh, a member's speaking up on this. And then they just see Jeffrey Epstein like, ah!
Any other community, right? You could do this, and no one would bat a fucking eyelid. No one would care. But the Minecraft community, you do something like this, like one enough, right? Fucking the parody document, oh, that's bad enough. You do a fucking Jeffrey Epstein meme, like an incredibly popular thumbnail. Oh god, you are basically fucking Bill Cosby, right? You are heinous. But like, no other community is going to react like this. Even the Sawyers community, even the FNAF community isn't going to react like this.
No, it's crazy.
It's just always the Minecraft community.
It's kind of like that thing that we talked about, where it's like, because I try to say, I think I try to say that ACC has its soy moments, but I think what levels out ACC, I do kind of agree with, is the fact that there is a commentary community within the ACC. So it's there are people that have to be forced to be critical in situations because of standards that get set, right? But the Minecraft community, there's not really a demand for Minecraft commentators. There's not really a lot, and the ones that do exist are pretty soy as fuck. So it's
the ones that do exist are ones that will actively feed into the cheating accusations and act like they're the biggest thing on the planet, right? Will blow things out of proportion.
Yeah,
it just have completely unserious takes on situations. Or their perspective is none of this matters. None of this matters. Who gives a shit when it comes to actual serious stuff? The Minecraft commentators are in an awful position. There's probably I can probably count on my hand maybe 3 or 4 good ones.
Yeah, one of them that's notable.
Yeah,
one of the notable ones is a lolcow like Jalen. So I do, I don't know. It's a little bit of a stretch to call them one, but we'll look at them in a minute. But I mean, 9 Ticks. Yeah, I do understand ACC is soy. But I'm not going to get raped over the coals if I make a Jeffrey Epstein meme. Okay?
Yeah, there is a level of difference, right? If I said retard in what on Twitter in the Minecraft community, I'm getting touched, right? I mean, Dream did, right?
Yeah.
That's how a lot of that stuff from last year kicked off. You're going to kill 15 million people a slur, right? That was the whole thing. In the ACC, you're not going to get that. No one's doing that. Maybe outside maybe 2-3 people. Where the Minecraft community, you were getting eaten alive if you garner that type of audience.
So what you're telling me is that there's a niche that needs filling? Yes, we are going to deploy some commentators. Gax will take the lead with a bunch of spurge into the Minecraft commentary sphere. We are going to fix it. Okay, we are going to heal.
I seem to be taking up a large portion of that niche at the moment.
I mean, and Take 9 doesn't really upload Minecraft stuff a lot as he used to. He did back in the I think a year ago or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. He's not been the same since Spunker, anyways. But yeah, MCC versus ACC would win. ACC's less soy. We could fix her. Me? Yeah.
Minecraft Parlor. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you, bro.
Dude, yeah, yes, you Gax. I mean, who else? Who else would I deploy that has no life and no future in this space? I'm kidding. I'm being a dick. But no, I think you should fill in, okay? You already fucked it up with the media reviewers, okay? We're not having another Limnis moment. Go in.
He's too busy with artillery dropping on his house, right? He can't be filling with the Minecraft community right now.
Yeah. ACC is less soy. Gilla, when the fuck has someone been raped over the coals in the ACC for a Jeffrey Epstein meme?
And not like just rape, by the way, to the point where they've made a Google document in response.
Yeah.
Like not even just like slightly touched, because like yeah, I mean there was that one guy, I can't remember who we were reacting to, who like hated slurs, right?
Oh, that was
like,
a while ago. Oh wait, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, no, the person who. Oh my God, Sam, do you have an archive of the thread by Marzi? Because they privated their account.
Did they private or did they block you?
They could have blocked me. That's annoying.
Yeah, I mean I've got all the screenshots of the thread.
Let me see. Marzi _ P. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. If they could have blocked me because I was owning people on Twitter. No, they privated.
What a bitch. Yeah, I have everything archived.
Yeah, okay, so if you could just send it in like... If you could send it in side chat, that would be nice. Dude.
Yeah, let me dig through my 1,000 screenshots of this situation.
Dude, this is fucked. This person who led a fucking thread against someone now privated. Wow.
I mean, this was the main person as well, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're going to see this controversy, like, talking about the whole, like, Jude, right? Because, like, outside of the Epstein thing, there was the other main critique against JudeLow was his associations with Dream and George Not Found, aka the Dream Team. Fuck me, I can't even say it with a straight face. But they call themselves the Dream Team, right? And that was the main, like, angst people had, was that association. And there was this giant thread by someone called Marzi that was speaking about it. They were probably one of the only ones that was talking about it. But it was super soy. So I'm just getting it together. Do you want me to send you all of the thread, including when they talk about random people, or just the stuff about
we'll just focus on the JudeLow stuff, because I think we got like a good idea of dude, this is so stupid. This is so stupid, dude. It's probably for their mental health too, because it's like, I just can't handle being online. I just can't do it. It's just not for me. Okay, I just need a break from the internet. Dude.
Well, a lot of these Minecraft community members will get involved in a situation, and then they can't, like, they can't, like, deal with it.
Yeah, so this is an example of the pushback, guys. It got over 2K likes. I'll just show this while Sam's grabbing this. Hey, at JudeLow, this is not okay. Do better. And... yeah, so they've made it so that people can only who respond could, like, say something. And I'll show some of the other stuff, right? Just while I wait for Sam. You could tell me when you get it, though, Sam. Is joking about Epstein harmful or helpful? On one hand, it is a very serious and dark topic and can come off as dismissive to the victims. On the other hand, it brings attention to the topic that keeps it relevant. We need to be talking about this until arrests are made. Let me know. Brother, this was not your intention when you posted worse than Epstein. Just take... dude.
Well, I never got this, like, line of argumentation in the first place, right? Because not only was it not his intention, it wouldn't raise any awareness in the first place, because it was fucking buried within a random Google document about the moneysmp. Right?
Yeah. Oh.
Like, that is not helping anyone.
Yeah, no, and also Gilla, they didn't make a document, it was a Twitter thread. So it's like less based. Who's worse than Epstein? I don't know, Thaman. I don't know, I'm looking. Anyways. I actually don't even know what that character is, to be honest with you. I've been like looking at it for a hot minute, and who the fuck is that? Like, what is that? Is that like a fish? I can't I can't even tell what's worse than Epstein. Bro, that's cooked. But yeah.
Right, I've sent it to the side chat.
Sent to the side chat. Okay. Let's take a look at like what this person privated from. In light of everything going on, I think there's a lot more than MCY Twitter needs to address. Way too many newer or more recently popular creators make content or associate with Dream Team than they really should. Okay, this is interesting to highlight because before, this was just about a stupid situation to do with an SMP about how a professional business, handles it. This person is notable for being like, you platform Dream and his friends? What the fuck?
It's also worth noting by this point as well, because there was that situation with Dream cheating, there'd already been quite a big pushback against people that were associated with Dream. And then for about a month now, there's been the occasional tweet pop up about JudeLow saying, why are you associating with someone like Dream and George Not Found with all the accusations they've got against them, right? All the things they've done. But then this like allowed these random Twitter retards to like vocalize this more.
Right, so this was annoying. Because I'm going to be blunt, right? Dream's not guilty, and there's nothing to say George is. These people have unironically been slandering these people. I don't give a fuck that an 18-year-old flirted with... That's not even the case, is it? Dream was like 20 and flirted with someone who turned 18? I guess freshly, if you want to say. But it's like, who gives a fuck? Genuinely.
Well, yeah, I mean, none of the Dream grooming accusations held anyway. Dream's response to that was great. George Not Found's accuse of Katie Belks was categorically proved as a liar.
Yeah.
To the point where she decided to run away from the internet and delete everything.
No, really. It was proven to be false.
So, I mean, there are really good videos on it. Turkey Tom did one. The one that I always point to, and it's a shame that he's cut and took it down. But Lyrics made a really good video, and that's archived. I've got that archived publicly.
Yeah.
And he made a really good video. Going over it.
Is George the dude who bit a chunk off his GF? No, that's Wilbur suit.
No, that's Wilbur suit.
No, I will say I'm not going to sweep for Wilbur. That was kind of bleak.
Yeah, there's no sweep for the guy because his response is so shit anyway.
Yeah, it's like
his response alone rapes him.
Yeah, and I think George probably could have responded a bit better too, but like the guy was not guilty. I mean, dude, it is what it is. The guy didn't do SA. All right, that's just no.
And this is outside of like the Minecraft community or certain aspects of it. This is pretty widely accepted. This isn't. Most people online don't think that George is like guilty of this.
Yeah.
Like I think commentary did a pretty good job at dismantling that on a widespread basis.
Yeah.
Most people believe that he's innocent, know that Katie lied. But if you ask anyone in the Minecraft community, including a lot of the content creators, including someone like Tommy in it, I think I sent you those clips as well.
Yeah.
That we might take a look at. They frequently weaponize it against them. Same with Tabo. There's a guy. The drama I got into, people from the Minecraft community will know, with Adam McIntyre was all about the George Not Found stuff. Because all of them were perpetuating those false accusations and saying that George Not Found should kill himself.
Right, and
I mean, if you ask any one of them, and because the content creators feed into it, all of those parasocial weirdos will tell you that those accusations are true.
Yeah, it just seems like that these people, with like both Dream and George, it seems like these people just generally just don't like them and are just jumping the gun for labels. You could not like them, that's fine. But like when it just comes to slandering, obviously, that's just kind of like, dude. Like, it gets to the point where they're intentionally trying to isolate them from all these, like, spaces where to work together just because they're pissed. They're pissed that they don't like them and they're fully wanting to slander them. So that's why I didn't really care that Dream was, like, filing, threatening lawsuits against people who were having intentional defamation against him at the time. Because it's like, yeah, who cares? I don't care that Dream showed a public tweet, slandering him or something. That was also dumb. Dream sent his rabid fans to people because I made a public tweet and he acknowledged it. What the fuck did you expect? What did you expect when you made a public tweet? That just wouldn't get touched? Like, you know, touched on, I mean? Like, I don't know, it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, I don't think they're guilty, and I don't think that they're enough of a problem where you have to harass other people that are simply having content with them. It's stupid.
But you forget about the Dream cheating accusations on Minecraft, bro. That's pretty serious. That.
He cheated in a video game, and it was pretty bad. But hey, yeah. So with this conclusion, that's why I think he's a pedophile. Like, okay, great fucking stuff, dude. But yeah, this thread will include JudeLow, Babloo, Fanced, Sharpness. Everyone in this list has made a video with Dream, George Not Found, or Sapnap. See, this person's literally just witch hunting. And Sapnap, wasn't their only crime being on Kick?
Yeah, well, that's the thing they still lord over him. That was last year. That was the thing that came back. Again, he was on Kick, and they're like, well, no, that's a bad app for gambling and for child predators and other things, and it's unmoderated. And wait, that platform doesn't like trans people. And so that's followed him around forever. That and the fact that he's closely tied to George Not Found and Dream.
And I think
it's so stupid.
I think it's kind of dumb
unbelievable
because it's very obvious what community Sapnap attracts, and mainly people that would just follow him would just be his community. If other people are getting there, I would imagine that there would be some form of moderation taken against them. I don't see why that's a point used against him. It's like,
well, again, this was all perpetuated by people like Tubbo in the first place, right?
Yeah.
With like, well, you've got to protect your community, right? You can't be doing this. You're a role model. It's like, okay.
Yeah. It's just, bro, fuck me. But yeah. These creators are actively choosing to make content and be around abusers. They're not abusers. And assaulters. They're not assaulters. That's also kind of funny that they just rope Sapnap in that. Like, yeah, these abusers and assaulters. Nice one.
Yeah, again, throughout this entire situation, not one of these people properly ever mentioned a certain accusation that they're bringing forth. It's just all incredibly vague posting about these accusations because they know that lots of these have been dismissed. And if you're incredibly vague about it, you can't upset one side and you can't upset the other. Or that's what they think, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck me. Okay. Whether it be for the sake of clout or because they're friends, doesn't matter. By giving them attention and recording with them, it allows for them to rebuild their platforms. You're giving them attention right now. And
which I've got to call this out. I did this in my video as well. Rebuilding platforms as a point doesn't even make any sense because Dream is currently the biggest he's ever been since like 2021.
Yeah, you know what I think about reforming someone's image? I think that it's the Money SMP doing it, dude. This is
I think of JudeLow, like you know what? I think Dream, somebody who consistently gets like at the moment like 10 million views a video, needs help to rebuild. And these people are giving him the opportunity. The Money SMP and all these people, like JudeLow and Babloo and whoever else, they're giving them the opportunity.
Dude, it's just, bro. Yeah, and sweep everything they've done under the rug. Have they ever been like, hey, all their actions, I love it. That's why we platform them. This is stupid. This is stupid. They don't do that, and their actions are not that egregious, where it's like that they don't deserve to have associations. That's dumb. It's just really dumb. There's no excuse for collaborations because the allegations against Dream and George has been around for so long and are so well known. It's almost impossible to not know their history, and they were debunked. Nice to leave out of that. But yeah, JudeLow has made multiple videos and shorts on his channel dating back to a year ago, making videos with not just Sapnap and George on both his Dreams and Sapnap's channel. JudeLow has done multiple questionable things, and throw rocks at me if you must, but the only reason he okay. Where is it? Reason he, and then shows some other videos and shorts, sure, isn't canceled is because of Sharplow. Who the fuck is Sharplow? Dude, that's the reason why they're canceled, because of a guy that we don't know who the fuck they are? Okay, MCYT Twitter is so quick to jump on ships that suddenly it doesn't matter what the creators have done because they get to make two guys kiss. Okay, lol. All screenshots are taken directly from creator channels. Babloo has also been featured in uploaded videos on both Dream Channel videos and his own. It doesn't matter that it's only two. One of them were literally posted 2 weeks ago. Fans is also featured in these videos, meaning he agreed to making content with them as well. This is just witch hunting. This is literally just witch hunting. Dude, I don't know. Dude, who is JudeLow? Okay, just to really show their channel, because I know I'm getting a couple people ask that, right? This is moneysmp. JudeLow is that Bonnie person, but to really look at their channel, this is JudeLow. All right, this is the person we're talking about. Okay, this is what they do. They make decent content. They're big on their own, as you could clearly say. They get millions of views on their own. They do collaborate with other creators. That's just how being a creator in this industry works. They're doing okay. All right, they're doing.
Sorry, the dream haters burst through my window. I had to go sort them out.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, this is a pretty touchy subject. No, but like that's who JudeLow is. Just like another Minecraft fans just chill. I believe it. I don't know this ship. I don't know this ship, but I hope it sails. Wait, is that what Sharplow is? Is Sharplow just a fucking ship? That would be fucking evil, dude. Because okay, yeah, I do hear the low in JudeLow. Who the fuck would be the Sharp?
Well, I'm assuming it's the content creator they mentioned at the beginning.
Maybe. Oh, Sharpness. Okay. Sharplow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it is a ship name. I don't know who the fuck Sharpness is. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That one's a little bit of a mystery. Unless the focus. Okay. You wanna read this, Sam?
Yeah, okay, right. So this is after the backlash, right? And the person they're responding to, Asta every night, they've blocked me, by the way. They just did a thread talking about the Jeffrey Epstein thing. Yeah, fair enough. I took everything down because I realized I was wrong, and I saw some shit going down, and I tried to add some humor to the situation as like the joke about everything. And what about it in a bad way? I shall stay off Twitter. It's like, bro, all you did was make a parody document and include some Epstein meme thumbnail, bro.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, this is how this guy sounds, so that you just really get the full picture.
Trapping is a playstyle that requires
that's probably why Sam did the voice.
Redstone resources, preparation time, and a big brain.
He sounds like he's constantly getting fisted under the table.
Okay, buddy.
Well, that's pretty much what happens when an SMP starts.
I feel like his shorts, he tries to go for like a Vsauce type of character beat.
Yeah. Well, see, the problem with JudeLow, right, is like when I originally saw the situation go down, I was like, okay, well, this is another situation of people blowing this out of proportion, the Minecraft community jumping to conclusions, being incredibly soy, incredibly gay, incredibly retarded.
Sure.
But then this guy placates it and feeds into it, right? So it's like, I've got no sympathy for this guy, because like this is how you garner an incredibly parasocial and toxic audience. You feed into it, you're incredibly spineless, so you knock off any of your audience that was defending you in the first place, and you placate into this audience that will, any turn you make a mistake, will actively criticize you and rape you publicly.
So yeah, it's literally because, okay, again, JudeLow would have just been fine if he just stood his ground, but yeah, he had two options, right? Either bend the knee to the soys, the woke scolding people, or stand on his 2 feet to the people that actually were defending him with having these associations, and he chose to appeal to the woke scolders. And that will backlash. That will be a regret of his pretty soon. So, this is a document. Hey guys, I put this together. Read it if you care. I forgot that I did try asking for an interview. He didn't respond. I don't know why. Bro did not need to make a doc over this shit. Nice, thanks, Parallax. Fuck me. Dude, I like how I could hear the hair whipping in this tweet. Bro.
Yeah, there was no reason to and as well when I say there's no reason to make the document, because the tweets, right, they weren't blowing up massively. I mean, there was quite a lot of them, but they weren't blowing up massively. They garnered a bit of traction on Twitter, but nothing realistically was going to happen. You could have easily ignored this and would have been fine. But by playing into it, he made it 10 times bigger.
Yeah, then we got the Epstein jokes plus making videos with Dream. What a title, bro. What a fucking title. Hey guys, first time getting canceled. My bad. Dude, okay, I gotta read this in the anime voice. Hey guys, first time getting canceled. My bad. Anyways, thought I would clarify some things, and I just talk to y'all like actual human beings and no business opportunities. Opportunities, sorry, I can't spell. I never really did well in school. But yeah, I'm presented with 2 options right now. 1, make a response and lie about how I think and what I stand for to try and please as most people as possible. PR move. Or 2, be honest and talk to y'all like human beings. I'm going with option 2. You know.
I think he made a mistake when typing in 2. I think he meant to type 1. But fucking misclicked.
Dude. Okay. Fuck me. OMG, who's the co-host? Did Yen Whoa. No. This is Sam. This is Sammy Boy. I get Sam on for Minecraft streams. Yen goes on for ACC. Okay. very.
I'm gonna beat them up, right?
Dude, I've not seen JudeLow here. Maybe they're running. But context. So basically, this guy called Swiffies got shafted by the Money SMP and the owners. He released a document called My Experience with Money SMP. What's up?
I love the framing of the whole Money SMP thing.
Yeah, we just looked at it. This is gay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I saw this, and the first thing I thought, let's do a little bit of trolling. Because I like bringing humor to situations like these to lighten the mood.
Lighten the mood? Lighten what mood, bro? Like, the mood was already pretty lightened. We're not, maybe you think, oh, right, maybe he's doing this, but someone's been abused. Someone's been groomed. But no, someone didn't get invited to a Minecraft SMP, right? Their place wasn't confirmed properly. Like, what are we doing here, man? Lighten the mood.
I know, it's... So, I made my own document about my experience with Money SMP, which was this. Basically, just a joke since I hadn't really done much in Money SMP so far. Just a bunch of bullshit made to lighten the mood. You know me, classic JudeLow, always bringing humor to the occasions. You should have made this a comic. True. That might be Sam, dude. Real. Dude, this is great. What is this? They just copy pasted what was in the original doc. This was in the original document, but then I actually took the time to read Swiffy's response. And after realizing he low-key did get shafted by the owners, no, he didn't. He was a substitute that was not guaranteed. Okay, and the person that was originally going to be there was fine to go. He was not promised a spot. This is stupid. They said no guarantees. They said should. There was very suggestive, like, iffy, 50-50 language. This person's not a victim. Okay, this is stupid. He was promised a spot in the event twice, and it got taken away last second. Who cares? I decided the joke document I made was kind of unfair to Swiffies, because it was making light of a drama that Swiffies was the center of. So I thought, hey, I'm gonna poke at Swiffies. May as well poke fun at Souls, Money SMP owner, as well, because Souls did fuck up, so I added this to the document. No! So wait, that is Souls' character. Wait, they compared Souls to be worse than
I could not imagine sitting down and writing this document, bro. I could not imagine it. Like, I could not imagine having, like, lost my balls to the Minecraft community to the point where I felt like I had to screenshot my document of an Epstein joke and write down and act like, oh, these are my intentions with this joke. So grow a pair of balls, bro. Just ignore it. Like, if you ignored it, it would have been completely fine. But that's the problem with the large majority of the Minecraft community, including people like Dream or whoever else. They actively placate this by actively responding. They can't just stop and, like, go, actually, I don't need to respond to this. They just respond impulsively.
Yeah, this is a choice. It's definitely one hell of a choice, but fuck me. This is what I've been facing backlash for. And after reading lots of tweets, I understand the points I've been seeing on Twitter are valid. Everyone has a right to their own opinion. Jokes about Epstein are harmful, as they overshadow the horrible shit Epstein and the other people that run our government participated in. And jokes about Epstein are indeed insensitive to the actual victims and survivors. My Instagram and TikTok feed is full of Epstein's memes and bullshit, and I am definitely, spelled wrong, desensitized to this subject. You could dislike me for this, But at least I'm being honest, and not lying to y'all's faces like 99% of creators would do in my situation. Oh, what known?
Oh, we get to that. Oh, yeah, we get to that. But
That is a
what
poorly
was this,
aged sentence.
Again, yeah. What is this line of argumentation about Epstein jokes being harmful and overshadowing the horrible shit he did? Everyone knows what he did. No one's going, I wonder what he did. These memes are pretty funny, but he was a good guy. No one is being overshadowed by Epstein memes. Everyone knows what Epstein did. Everyone knows what Trump did. Everyone knows what someone like Prince Andrew did. Nothing there, right? Or sorry, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. No one is going, I think these memes are overshadowing the situation a bit outside of Minecraft guys and the incredibly, incredibly far left.
Honestly, Sam, this is how it's got me feeling. Me when they make fun of Epstein. I'm sorry. Yeah, me when they shed too much light on this situation. Yeah. Fuck. Anyways, one thing I pointed out was the memes about Epstein and Trump do indeed bring attention to the subject. I think this is powerful. 0 arrests have been made in America regarding the people who participated in this. Epstein's needs to be talked about until things actually happen. In a perfect world, we all talk about this subject in a serious, non-joking manner. I could do better in this front, and I will try to. However, we do not live in a perfect world, and if memes and jokes are the primary way to keep Epstein relevant, in my eyes, worth it. Bro!
I like how he says, I will try to. Like, anyone's going to be looking to this, like, fat, balding Minecraft guy is like, can you talk about Epstein some more? If you don't talk about Epstein, I think he's going to get... I think, like, Ghislaine Maxwell and everyone else involved, they're probably going to get away, right? She's going to be released. Like, come on. Like, no one wants you to talk about it.
Epstein can't keep getting away with it! He can't keep getting away with it! That fuck! He should have made a Kirk joke instead.
To raise awareness, by the way? Bro, even better, right? You should have put that Kirk joke inside the Money SMP document to raise awareness about it. Because I think that's a really great way. Because everyone, of course, is going to be clicking that Money SMP document to, be raising awareness about someone like Epstein.
Wait, actually, that's also a great point. Because the Kirk joke, right? The amount of people that just mock a Kirk getting shot, right? Well, you guys are mocking the situation. We should be trying to make sure the shooter doesn't get away with it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Uno reverse on you. Uno reverse on you fucks, dude. Like, the fuck? I kirked it too close to the sun. Sorry, guys. Jude out. Dude, if he said that, I actually might, I might be sweeping for JudeLow. Dude, fuck me. Have a Jeffrey Dahmer cameo. Dude, Sam, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this, man? Epstein keeps getting away with it. Okay.
Bro, why haven't they arrested Epstein yet? Why haven't they dug him up?
Yeah.
Why haven't they arrested him? I can't believe these memes, especially a meme in the Money SMP document, has overshadowed the incredibly, incredibly unknown accusations leveled against Jeffrey Epstein and all his crimes. I can't believe it. I can't believe the Money SMP has overshadowed that. How dare he? How fucking dare he?
Yet all these people make EDP jokes. I don't want to hear it. But yeah, I should mention, this isn't the first time I joked about Epstein. Okay. In my video I made like 6 months ago.
He was a child.
I'm Manhunt's be like, I have an entire segment where I find Trump on Epstein's island, and he attempts to destroy the files. I'm a little bit confused on why that was okay, but this isn't. Is this any different? Are neither okay? I can take constructive feedback, and despite what y'all think, I'd love to use this whole situation to grow as a person. Criticism isn't a bad thing, and promise I could take... to get in defensive field and personal attack, so I genuinely like to know what y'all think. I need to find this.
You know the difference. One's on YouTube and one's on Twitter, alright?
That's literally
the YouTube audience don't give a shit. On Twitter, the Minecraft community on Twitter is the most incredibly toxic thing ever, bro.
Yeah. He had a whole segment of, like, Trump going to Epstein's island. I want to find that. Dude, wait, is this it? The island? It's literally getting called the island, dude. Okay, dude, you know what? JudeLow might be based. Hold on.
Hunters were gathering resources in the cave right below me. And we got the multi-shot. Nice, that's gonna be super good. Alright, I got everything I need, and I also got 8 of these harming arrows from the Fletcher, because I, like, maxed them out. So hopefully, we can make a play with that. Alright, it looks like the trial chamber is in this ocean, but there's this weird island on the way there, so I may as well just go check it out. Oh my god, we're on the map. And there's the island, bro!
Yo, it's
Dude,
the island!
What is this? Is this, like, a new structure? Like, I've never seen anything like this. These trees, we got this, we got... Oh. Oh, what is this? What are you doing, man? What's your name?
Michael.
No, it's not. Listen.
He's just
I'm gonna
interrogating
tell
him.
everybody what you did here. And actually, I don't know where I am right now. And honestly, there's no point in even caring about anything related to whatever this is. Yo, guys, I got full diamond. Let's go. And I should be pretty close to this trial chamber. So may as well get a mace, right? All right, we're here.
Dude.
And you know what, Ace, right? What you don't say is this is JudeLow raising awareness. He put this in his video specifically so he could raise awareness about the Jeffrey Epstein situation and let more people know.
Dude, this is awesome. He didn't just make the segment. It's literally called The Island. It's dude, that's awesome. That's so based. What the fuck?
It's crazy. It's crazy at this point how he had the backbone to make that joke, and then as soon as he gets called out by a couple of Twitter shitters, he folds like this. Pathetic.
Actually, I don't know what this island is. I don't even know where I am. Yo, full stack of iron. It's a diamond, guys. Anyways. Bro. Dude, yeah, JudeLow, never take that down. That was based. That was the best raising awareness I've ever seen. Fuck me. Alright, this is a tricky one. Since I wasn't really around when Dream Team and everybody else was beefing back in the Dream SMP era, I came into the community with the goal to be friendly to everyone. I'm a new face, and there's no reason to beef with any of the group. Plus, it's very hard for me to hate people who I've never interacted with. I judge people based on my experiences with them. It's just who I am as a person, okay? As I've been making videos with them, they've been nothing but kind to me, and as I stated earlier, it's hard for me to dislike people that have only shown me kindness. Okay? And the allegations against Dream are very alarming, but it's very, very, very hard to tell what's fake and what's real on the internet. I'm naturally skeptical of everything, and I like to get proof before I judge. There's a lot of misinformation on the internet.
Remember that. And I like to get proof before I judge. Right? Remember that. And I like to get proof before I judge.
Yeah.
Continue.
And a lot of the accusations made about the Dream Team have been proven to be false. However, there are many allegations that have been left unanswered, unproven, leading me to believe some of it is true. Nice one.
What accusation? Vague poster, and I said this in my coverage, and I even more believe it now. I reckon he's not only done that to placate to both sides, because if he says these accusations are false or these accusations are true, he's going to get eaten alive. But when we take a look at what leaked, it's very clear he has no idea what he's talking about. No idea. So I reckon it's a bit of both of, okay, I can't be overly specific because one side's going to touch me more, and a case that he has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, but
he's trying to placate the sides without having any idea.
Yeah, what that does, though, is just piss off both sides, and they get even harder for you to choose a 2v1. It's really dumb. It's really fucking dumb. Yeah. I asked around, and many, many content creators that I trust have told me, yeah, they are bad news. I will not be name-dropping anybody as I respect people's privacy. At the end of the day, lots of people have shared negative Dream Team experiences with me, because lots of people that I trust are saying they are bad news. I incline to believe they are, so I won't be making any more content with that group. The amount of people that victory lapped over this is actually fucking insane.
Yeah. And again, remember, and I like to get proof before I judge. Because lots of people I trust are saying they're bad news, I'm inclined to believe they are. So I won't be making any content with that group. What are you doing, bro? Like, you completely contradicted yourself in one sentence, like in one paragraph.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Dude.
He's genuinely gone like, oh, well, because like a couple of people I'm friends with said they're bad news, I'm going to ditch these people that I've actively used for clout and associated with publicly before having a conversation with them.
Yeah. Dude, fuck me. Thank you for reading. If you disagree with what I said, I understand we are all people at the end of the day that hold our opinions and values. I'll be inactive on Twitter for a while because clearly I'm better at making entertaining videos rather than joking around on Twitter. I'm sorry to the people I upset, and I'll try my best to be more sensitive to these topics in the future. Swiffy's sorry for being a dickhead and trolling in a drama. You got shafted by Souls. No, he didn't. No, they didn't, or whatever. Souls, even though you shafted poor Swiffies, fuck off! Sorry for calling you worse than Epstein. I understand that as the owner of a server, a fuck up on your end will result in someone getting shafted. Try not to do that again. It's a sub. No one should care. No one should care. It's a substitute who didn't have to substitute. In fact, that's actually the good ending. That's actually the preferred ending in this type of industry. That's what they want. They want the mainline people, not the substitutes. It was never confirmed. It was an if we needed you. This is stupid. But it is what it is. Oh, also, I know some people are going to try and sway this way, written by AI, so fuck the big Yahoo. There you go. AI would never write that. Lol?
Originally that was fuck Israel.
Fuck. Dude.
So I don't know why that's been edited to fuck the big Yahoo.
Dude, also, love seeing y'all in the chat. Let's get the likes up and sub if you're new, dude. This is crazy stuff. Yeah, anyways.
I'm actually confused why he's changed that from Israel to Yahoo.
Dude, Ace muted.
What's the
Hello?
point of that?
Fuck up, Ivy. Fuck off, Ivy. No, I don't know. Because they would never say Yahoo. AI would never change it. AI would never change it. But yeah. So that gets through that. That gets through that. Oh, what's up, the little owl? Ace, can we... Nope. Nope. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Anyways. Real quick. Real quick. So, this might actually piss off Sam a little bit, because I know I'm, like, edging him real quick. I'm only going to briefly skim through this. This is Tings, right? The future of the money SMP and taking accountability. I'm only going to briefly go through it. It is only 2 pages, right? They're essentially apologizing to Swiffies. The document was put out in response and said it was rushed, missed the mark completely. I want to take full accountability. So this is definitely just an optics move, to be honest. They're seeing the situation blow up and they're trying to like get some form of control, right? Maybe not in a malicious way, but they realize they have to say something because there's angry mobs. They said, Swiffies, when we added you as sub season 4, you shouldn't have been told you were 100% confirmed to be by playing. So they're acknowledging it's a miscommunication on some people. We were all under the assumption that the player you subbed in for would not be able to solve their PC. Again, it just happened to get lucky. And then, yeah, they didn't need a sub. Yeah. Then they were promised in season 5. He shouldn't have promised you a slot. That was something he should have known not to promise. Again, miscommunication. Again, honestly, Swiffies, if you really like want to like talk about these, like if you really wanted a slot, you should have just talked to the head owner or the head honcho directly instead of just members of it. That is going to encourage miscommunication. Also, what's up, Cloudy? What's up? Yeah. Anyways, joke documents. The joke documents released were not something that was appropriate. People from the Money SMP community made light of the situation. Okay? So they have to disavow the... Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid. Alright, it deserved to be made light out of, but obviously as the owner, they have to disavow that. Right? That's just going to be what they do. It's cucked. I do not agree with turning the situation to a joke when there were real issues that were not addressed. A few members... It's just communication issues. This should not be really cared about, in my opinion. This should have not been a document. But then moving forward, I've already been in talks with the owner, staff, and members and how we could change how Money SMP is run from now on. I will be stepping up to make sure that we improve our communication with staff, players, artists, mods, and everyone who helps making the magic of Money SMP possible. Souls will be taking a break from administrative duties while we figure out how to best run things. So yeah, they're basically having to slap people on the wrist just because it blew up into a whole thing. So they have to make it look like they're doing something. Again, not malicious. This is just what happens when you go against and try to appeal crazy mobs. That's just my takeaway from this little document. It's 100% a PR move, and they have to make it look like they're doing something. And they're apologizing for something that they shouldn't have to. But they have to do. They're only doing this just because they're trying to make the woke scolds happy. It's stupid. It's stupid. Now, Sam, I know that was really evil. Okay? That was really evil to sift through. Oh yeah, what's up, Panker? But yeah. Anyways. Yeah, the drama could have just been a group chat. True! Well, speaking of messages... Sam, do you want to be JudeLow or 9takes?
Oh, what one's more raped? I'll take JudeLow.
Okay. So I'll be 9takes.
Yep.
Dude, this money SMP drama is so retarded. They will cancel motherfuckers for anything.
I made an Epstein joke. I don't care, bro. It's chill.
Also, thank you for the 2 sneaky mushrooms. W. Let me voice it. 9takes? No. No, you're just desperate. You're desperate. You're desperate. I am Epstein. Whoa, dude, 9takes exposed. Dude, holy fuck. Why are people asking to be let in, dude? Just calm down. Calm down,
Oi,
shotties.
Gax, focus on the artillery dropping on your house, bro.
Aw. W. Okay, but yeah. Dude.
Making an apology for doing nothing wrong is only going to grow this cult fan base who's going to dox and harass and end up canceling you. You 100 times worse than this current wave. Ty and those other people pushing you to respond are only making this worse just to ignore it and make vids. G. Also, the dream allegations are 100% false. Which is true.
I didn't apologize about the Epstein shit. I doubled down. Read the doc.
That
I mean,
now.
I apologize for offending people, but I stood by the fact that I think Epstein jokes are good because it brings light to the situation to the actual paedophiles in the world.
No, you didn't, bro. Shut up.
Dude, they
Like,
literally
you
did
didn't double
apologize
down.
for it. What are they talking
You
about?
apologized, but you placated it. Like, they then follow up by saying, I apologize for offending people. You apologize for it, bro. You apologize directly to the guy you compared fucking to Epstein with the meme. You apologize for it in the first place, and then you tried coming up with a cope answer that is actually to spread awareness, just in case people didn't know about the situation.
Dude, they even said, like, if I need to be educated, if, like, the joke was fucked up in, like, the video, let me know. You were 100% bending the knee and apologizing for it. Dude. There's, like, 5 people waiting in the wings to sweep down onto stream. Yeah, they're trying to sweep. They're trying to sweep for JudeLow. We cannot let them do this, okay? Anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what's going to get you doxxed and harassed more. Dream did this for years and ended up growing the worst fan base of all time of the most unhinged weirdos. I'm just warning you now, G, this is the only going to get worse if we keep addressing this stuff and just doesn't need to be addressed.
Interesting. All right.
We need Google Docs to be illegal. True. You know what, 9takes? I'll do you better, right? I'll give you a worse voice. Just be careful. Be yourself, make vids, and don't use Twitter. Trust me, it's better for you and everyone around you. Alright.
I didn't really want to, but I low-key had to. I think I addressed it. Wow. Yeah, I'm on Twitter permanently.
I didn't really want to, but I lucky had to. If you didn't want to, you didn't have to, right? Like
Yeah.
no one, like there was nothing forcing. And this is what I mean. A lot of these people that respond. Cole Jopes recently did it right with the Minecraft stuff. All
Yeah.
these people think they have to respond. They compulsively respond. There is a time to respond. And there's a time not to respond. You need to be able to gauge that well if you're a big content creator. You can't just respond to everything.
Yeah,
But
it's
all
stupid.
these people think they have to respond to absolutely everything. You don't have to. This was like completely nothing. This was a nothing burger situation. People weren't accusing you of being like a pedo, a groomer, or anything serious. Weren't saying anything about your character. It was literally that you had made an Epstein joke in a fucking document, and you made videos with Dream and George not found. If you didn't think you had to respond to it, you didn't have to.
No, I agree. I think if you were addressing non-mentally ill fans, it'd be fine. But this is going to only grow your little Twitter fan base thing. I've seen it happen many times. You're becoming big. Be careful with your fame. People are insane.
Flame emoji. Yeah, hopefully I don't get mobbed at VidCon, but it might be bound to happen.
Bro. It will happen. Dude, 9takes, what do you want? You will get killed at VidCon, you motherfucker. And you know what? If you keep acting like this, I will be the one leading that hate mob. You motherfucker. Like that. But dude, that's another reason I'm telling you to be careful bending the knee to these people. Now, if you fuck up or do something they don't like, the backlash is going to be tenfold.
Did you read the doc? What about it did you not like?
Like I said, people are insane. They've flown drones over Dream's house since SWAT the whole 9 yards. And you're next, buddy boy.
I was just being honest, and I'm not really, like, bending knees.
Bending knees. He's bending both his knees now, apparently.
If you keep bending knees and sucking the woke mob off, you motherfucker, you're gonna be down with the rest of them. Sorry. Not making videos with Dream anymore is bending a knee. Dream disapproved every single little allegation that was made against him. Apologizing for offending people is also adding fuel to the fire. You would have been better off ignoring it and deleting Twitter. Strength, or whatever recommended this response, has never dealt with a huge platform like you've been thrown into this year. Responding to allegations that aren't pedophile, such grooming, such abusing allegations, is the most retarded thing any huge creator should do. It feels commentary channels to farm off your name and cultivate these retarded people to keep canceling you when you say one thing they don't like. Dude, Take 9's really going off on him, dude. Dude, why does bro sound like Arthur Morgan? Well, Gex, I think I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the dream stands. Fuck. Here you go, Sam.
Sorry, I've just seen someone say it's kind of hot.
It's this one. It's this one.
Oh god, here we go.
The Georgia found tickle incident?
This was proved false. She lied, XD.
Actually, it was not.
Come on, bro. You can't be this fucking dense.
I can link you tons of videos going over it.
Do it.
And this what makes it 10 times worse, by the way, right? Is the fact that he wrote this document thinking, actually, yeah, these accusations are true. Did he do any research into it? Did he have any idea what he was looking at? And my other question as well is, right, surely he heard of these accusations before collabing with these people. They were massive, right?
Yeah.
Like, there was no way you didn't hear of these accusations. So what's changed? Because you clearly think they're true, based off no evidence, based off, you know, pulling out of thin air because Twitter users raped you.
Yeah, you see, I don't know what's more mind-blowing, how spineless JudeLow is, or for once seeing Take 9 try to, like, wrangle someone. It's really weird, because Take 9 is usually the one I see that people have to, like, be like, down, boy, you fucking idiot. To see him do it to someone else is so funny.
He's usually the wrangly.
Yeah, dude, he's learned. He's learned, Sam. He's gotten better. Dude, she changed her story so many times. 1 second. Let me find them.
I'm gonna go live, so you're gonna get aired for a minute, but after I'll watch.
No worries. Give me time to find some stuff. This is the docket. It goes over everything and has every bit of context you need. George disproved for Jude. It just got pinned. Did you see this yet?
Finally gonna read this. Alright, Reddit, all the Dream shit is blown way out of proportion. Dream told a 16-year-old they are gorgeous, claims that he was just trying to be supportive, which honestly I can buy. It's still weird and stupid thing to say, but based on some of the freaky / cringe and embarrassing Snapchats I've seen from him, I can believe it. George's situation is still fucked regardless. Bro is 26, girl is 18, and looks like she's 15. That's weird behaviour. What is someone your own age?
The moving of the goalpost is massively insane, bro. You've gone from the tickle incident to actually, well, might have been 18, but they look 15. Did they? Oh, okay. Also completely ignoring any of the context of the situation and the situation that George and Katie were in and what Katie did to get into the position in the first place. Just completely ignore that.
Yeah, it's fucking mind-blowing. Look, because, correct me if I'm wrong, Sam, right? But with the George Not Found situation, he wasn't under the impression she was 18, right? He thought that she was older because she was in a bar. Am I understanding that correctly?
They had different wristbands on.
Right.
I mean, even if they didn't, right? Even if that wasn't the case, even if they didn't placate into the situation and didn't wasn't involved. I mean, 18 and 26 is completely legal, right? I don't call it weird, call it whatever, right? But we're not. That's legal.
Dude, take
and
law,
it-
dude.
bro, fuck off. But yeah, he thought that you know she was 21. But like the problem as well is, it goes back to the same defense that Katie used of I was freshly 18. So no, you weren't. No, you weren't freshly 18, right? You were like 18 years and 6 months or whatever ridiculous thing was. You weren't freshly 18. You were 18. You were the age
Right.
of consent, right? You put yourself into that position in the first place. It's like, and I'm not like, oh, you wanted that, right? But like, you thought, right, you had the wristband, so everyone thought you were older. You were in a position where you were drinking, so everyone thought you were older anyway, right?
Yeah.
You're 18 anyway. Then stop acting like you were horrifically taken advantage of in the situation. You weren't. And JudeLow is only like fucking feeding into that more here. And part of this is why I'm glad he was incredibly vague. Because if he wasn't and he mentioned these specifics publicly, he would have got touched even more. But it also does tell me he had no idea what he was talking about when he was writing this document.
Yeah.
And that he was going out of false pretenses.
Yeah. I don't feel like I need to go through the docket. I mean, we pretty much know like the concept of the George not found situation. I feel like it would extend it to like another hour if we went through it.
Well, if no one knows about the George not found stuff, they've been living under a rock, right? It was probably when did this come out? 2023, right? 2024, something like that.
Yeah.
They were the like some of the biggest accusations of that year.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Guys, stop shipping me with men, or else you're next.
Oh, okay, we've got more to read.
Is there any undeniable evidence that George was drunk? Even so, that's still cooked. Also, stripped S&P people were not telling me to distance myself from Dream. It was numerous people from many different niches warning me of overall bad behavior from that group.
I gotta pause you real
George
quick.
stuff was definitely
Quick pause.
Yeah.
How the fuck would you have evidence of this incident of George being drunk other than word of mouth? I mean, they both said that they were drunk. What did you expect him to take a breathalyzer test and show the results?
Yeah, you could say that about everyone there, right? Was Dream drunk? Was Katie drunk? Was George drunk? Do we have any proof of this? It's like, come on, bro. Like,
So
come the fuck
stupid.
on. Everyone was there was saying everyone was drinking, right? Like, this was not a hidden secret. He then goes on to say, George stuff was definitely exaggerated, as everything's getting exaggerated when it comes to allegations formed through Twitter. But still, 18 to 26 is fucking crazy. Grown man. I mean, they weren't accusations through Twitter, though. She booted up a fucking live stream, said she was freshly 18, and blatantly lied throughout the situation, right? They weren't really exaggerated on Twitter that much. I mean, of course, there was that audience that fed into them, but she was the one that fucked that situation. She was the one that lied, right? That wasn't exaggerated. She lied. Like, I don't know. I don't get why he's not just saying, well, she lied. No, it wasn't exaggerated. She lied, bro. So
Good, yeah.
disingenuous. And that's what pisses me off as well. When we get to the Jalen video, that Jalen doesn't go into this.
Yeah. Dude, this is dumb. Dude, this is just mind-blowing. Fuck me. She booted up a live stream and did a fake cry act. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that sounds...
More than once.
Yeah.
I mean, her last one, like, she was like shouting, she was aggressive because people weren't believing her anymore. This wasn't like, oh, Twitter stuff. This wasn't, as usual, Twitter blew out of proportion. No, she blew out of proportion. She lied, and then Twitter ran with it. There wasn't it wasn't like, an accusation was made and Twitter made it 10 times worse. She was the one that lied and put herself in that position. Let's not blame it on fucking Twitter and let's say it was over exaggerated. She lied.
Yeah, fuck, dude. Dude. Fuck me. Yeah, I'm just. It's funny that this stuff got relitigated. I think that's why it just blew up all over again, just because of like these older situations just being touched on again.
Well, anytime George, like the George not found stuff, or there's an opportunity to talk about George or Dream accusations, a lot of the Minecraft like Twitter space will fucking bite at that opportunity to do so. Because a lot of them again still think that Katie is like some completely like innocent person and George was fucked. And again, because I've sent the link. I hope we're taking a look at these clips. It's because people like Tommy in it, Tubbo, Average Harry, Adam
Oh yeah,
McIntyre, and all these
we
other
will
fucking
definitely look at some
weirdos
clips, dude.
feed into them. They feed into this narrative, and they've used it to bash and weaponize against these content creators for so long that regardless, when you tell them or show them proof that Katie lied or this is the situation or actually this is the case, they don't believe it because all of their content creators they watch have actively fed into this narrative. And even Average Harry at the beginning of last year, someone who is gaining popularity in that Tommy in it like Minecraft sphere, was telling George Not Found to end his life because of the accusations.
Yeah,
like come on.
All right. I could agree with you, it's weird, yeah. But it's not illegal, nor did they really do anything inherently wrong. My point is your response kind of just doubles down on the allegation and makes it sound like you believe they're all real. It makes you look bad. Nothing against you. I just disagree with the stance, I guess. Agree to disagree. Fuck. Oh, hi, Yen.
Well, now we get to take a look at what happened when they got leaked. Because Nine Takes leaked these, right? They originally leaked these to Himpleton, and Himpleton went over them on stream. And no offense to Himpleton, the stream was not about JudeLow, right? It was just like beginning a bit of the, like, before there was a big topic with Falky and Stale, the Stale debate. So no one was watching it for JudeLow. No one that was interested in the situation saw that and clipped it up or whatever. So I asked Nine Takes for these messages, and I made my video. It went down very well on YouTube. On Twitter, I posted the high quality images because it started getting traction from my video. It started getting spread around in the Minecraft community. So I posted them onto Twitter. And for the most part, originally, everyone was like, okay, this guy, what's he talking about? The George Not Found accusations, right? This completely contradicts his response. He's done this because he's trying to get these Twitter people off his back. But then, Ace, as we both know, people started saying these were faked.
Yeah, before we get into that exactly, because we will, I want you to read what JudeLow said under Jalen's video.
Yep.
Rule 1. Never go on Twitter, lol. Lesson learned.
Yeah, so it's cucked. Okay. So you could just be yourself and I'll be Nine Takes here too.
Yeah. Hello, can you be a goat and send your DMs for JudeLow to me? So I don't have to use screenshot ones with Himpleton's chin in them.
Yeah, can you make it clear if you're making a video? I don't have anything against him. I just want him to just respond to stuff normally. Or don't respond at all. He's a good dude, just clearly not used to this kind of situation yet and handled it wrong. Now, before I get into this, I want to look at the proof at the DMs. Right? So, Sam and I had a little fun on Twitter the other day. Because,
Oh, yeah.
like you said, people were saying it was wrong. So this is the scroll through he had to pull. Because two things, right? Yeah, saw some people immediately assume that JudeLow messages are faked as they come from Nine Takes and that JudeLow would never talk to someone like a known transphobe, among other things. So here's proof of Nine Takes as Jude added in scrolling DMs to the conversation now. So yeah, this is them clearly being added. Mr. Epic is crazy and Z-Man, lol, what's up, cameos. But anyways, yeah. And all these DMs we just read, I love that it just starts at the fucking IMF scene. But yeah, really proving that it's them. Yep, scroll through the DMs, right? Because obviously you can only link your channel if you're the actual creator. We've seen this, right? Yada yada.
And we've got to read some of these tweets that I attached because these are fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Dude, because... Wait, yeah, so, wait, hold on. How are we going to do this? I could take the last one, you could take the first two?
Yeah, go on. Y'all know Nine Takes is full of shit, right? He does things to stir shit up and get more clicks for money. It's very profitable these days. Probable these are fake. Jesus Christ, I'm fucking dying, bro. Probable these are fake. He also called Jude's friend a paedophile when she came out as trans. She's a minor. Why are we believing Nine Takes of all people?
Okay, actually, okay. I asked Nine Takes about this, right? Because I was like, what are they talking about with you calling like a trans person a pedophile, right? Like what's going on there? Like, did you actually like, make a video false accusing them? Is it a real person that, you actually consider to be a pedophile? No. It was a joke. Why? Well, this dolphin person says Estrogen Town had a population increase. And all 9 Takes said was future pedos in the making. That is the thing that they're referring to. Now, if you want to be soy, you could say it's a joke in poor taste. Right? But that's all it is. It's a joke. They're not accusing them of being a pedophile. They're not saying this person's going to groom minors. They're not making a public statement saying, oh yeah, this is 100% going to happen. This is the case. This is the real stuff. It's a joke. It's a joke. And it's like, this person made a tweet, right? This shit is getting creepy. Yeah, nice one. Dude, it's obviously rage bait. It's clearly rage bait. Okay? That's what it is. And treating it like it's an actual allegation, right? And called Jude's friend a pedophile when she came out as trans. Dude, what do you mean? And coming out as trans is so disingenuous. That's like saying, like, because I would imagine Dolphin would be like, hey, I've been really uncomfortable about this for a while, but I just wanted to tell the public audience that I feel comfortable being transgender, and here's my pronouns. And if 9 Takes and future pedos in the making of that, I can understand a little bit more outrage. But that's just not what happened. That's just not what happened at all. So it's a little disingenuous. It is just a joke that's rage bait. You could disagree with it. That's fine. But that framing it like a real serious allegation they made is just like a little cooked. Not gonna lie. Yes, that's it. Now, were you aware of that also, Sam, before that?
Yeah.
Lol. Well, here you go. This is your next one.
Okay. Please stop taking this as 100% factual, guys. People fake DMs all the time. I do not think Jude would be DMing a known transphobe who is transphobic to a bunch of MCYT. Now,
we have Dolphin that's repeatedly said as the example, but I have not seen other examples. I know that 9 Takes does, tend to say, like, the trans slur and it goes around like that and says slurs that people don't really fuck with. I get that. That's probably what they're upset about, if I had to, like, wager a guess.
Well, if you put like trans or stuff into that, like when you search into 9 Takes profile, you find loads of tweets or whatever and like conversations about. But I think the whole like your argument being, actually like JudeLow would never talk to someone like this, and a lot of them were doing this. The people that were arguing this is so shit because like as easy as it is to like fake a DM, it's also plausible that someone can talk to someone who's bad. Like, what we'll be doing here? Like that's so stupid. The fact that their argument hinged on that is just hilarious. That's what made it funny when I posted this tweet and then you walked it back.
Yeah. And then we got, by the way, before blindly believing any shit on the internet, this is a man behind all these DMs. You could think whatever you want, but knowing that all this guy does is spread lies for clout, I would not believe anything unless there's proof. Also calling Jude's friend a pedo. Huh? Dude, this is so chopped. This is so chopped because these screenshots, one of them was just Sam's videos, and then there was just him under the Ray likes tofu stuff saying it's just a 3-year age gap, which that's not rage bait, by the way. That's just what it is. Ray likes tofu's not a groomer and a pedophile, and I'm not going to pretend like he is just because Take 9 happens to be a little bit of a rage baiter. Now they do show the future pedos in the making thing. I didn't know like that was shown, but yeah, then like the jar thing with it. So no VC tonight. Get a life. Okay, look again. Again, just because he's a little bit of a rage baiter, right, doesn't necessarily mean that this is just gonna that this is going to be like you can't ever like if he has hard evidence. I can understand being skeptical, but just saying it's false just because you don't like him is a little dumb. Also, holy fuck. Dude. Thank you, Sneaky90, for the 5 gifted members. We got Yen that got one, David Lewis, Gilla, Thuman, and Sam. What a fucking poll, dude. Unfair gotcha poll. True.
All the content creators got one. None of the actual people that view your streams did.
With the exception of like Jaden Lewins.
Yeah, one audience member did. Everyone else was like content creators,
Yen, no, stop. How do I get rid of a membership? Dude, that's fucked up. That's fucked. I know what you're also referencing. Not all the mods about not all of the mods. What about me, man? Get fucked.
Someone's got to donate another 5 to see the gambling pool. No, but yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I do appreciate the memberships. But fuck. Yeah. So, this was funny, though. I'm not going to lie. This amount of people bent the knee is insane. I will say, right, I don't really talk to Parallax much, but I did agree with him here. Twitter users put more scrutiny on these DMs than the pedo allegations against Dream. That's insane. That's insane. They put more scrutiny on this than also, like, the Ray Likes Tofu stuff. It's insane.
And what I found really funny as well is immediately as I showed this, they all flipped because a lot of these people are saying these are categorically faked. Lots of these replies, like when I made my video going over and talking about it, there were so many replies I found of people saying this is 100% faked. This is fake. This is fake. And then they all turned around and went, actually, no, actually, we've got to talk about JudeLow being friends with someone who's transphobic. And they all started raping the guy for it. It's just like, what are you doing?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I will say that because those DMs got spread around like wildfire. The DMs of like JudeLow saying the tickle situation, just absolutely mocking him, is so fucking funny. Also, holy shit! Thanks for another 5 gifted, a sneaky 90. Thank you again.
BB did not get one.
Well, Ivy got one though. Kevin got one. Purple Heart. Nintendo Mail, I think, got one. Maker, and Sony Loans. Yep, all of them. Dude, this is awesome. Nobby get mugged. But, dude. But yeah, no, thanks. Again, I appreciate it. Thank you. And guys, yeah, you should like up and subscribe if new. But yeah. This was funny though, because I'm not gonna lie, I saw my Pookie Sam like getting attacked on Twitter, and I had to help the guy out. Okay.
It was really funny because it was like I was really confused with something. Were they attacking me or were they attacking 9 takes? And then the more I read it, it's like, okay, you're talking about 9 takes here, but then you're like using a screenshot of me. It's like you're talking about 9 takes, bro. I'm not 9 takes. Last time I checked, I was not some guy that like looked like that creature from Wednesday Series 1, right? Last time I checked, I was not that guy.
Yeah.
But like after I posted that cleared up for a bit. Before then, people started saying, right, and I don't think you have any of these tweets attached,
Right.
but before people started saying actually, if you go back on the screen recording, the image before the screen recording actually shows that they are edited because it's got a different date on, and there's only 3 mutual followers, friends, sorry, and then it goes to 20 odd mutual followers or friends. But what they didn't get is that 9 takes profile picture is right there.
Yeah.
It's right there. It's clearly someone else's POV. I say it's basically someone's POV. I says here's proof that 9 takes since Jude added. It's very clear that it's a screenshot, and then goes into something completely different. And I mean the date thing, which I saw a few people bring up. I mean, it's very clear that 9 takes is in a different time zone to me, right? So it's going to say if it's closer to someone else's date, a different date. It's like a day difference. Stupid.
Dude, I know. But I just love that I got blocked by like a couple people. It's just so funny.
What about that Aura Farmer person who then corrected the record? They didn't have me blocked. They corrected the record and blocked me afterwards. I was like, well, you've admitted to being wrong. Why have you blocked me now?
Also, Thuman, don't worry about it. Thuman. Anyways, moving on. Back to being slick. So the only thing I want to like highlight here is, I'm not gonna lie, right? It does look a little cooked.
Yeah, they're looking at us.
So Tommy in it.
£20 to buy kits?
Where is he? Where is he?
Yeah, wait, so I
Crack the glass. Hold on, wait for it, guys. That's me in the corner.
It was really bad timed. It like could have been worse timed because people were still focusing on JudeLow, and then you see JudeLow and Tommy in the video, which just sparked people to go on the Dream Reddit and go, JudeLow is in this Tommy in it stream.
Yeah, so I will say, right, it is kind of fucking funny that right after he does about dreams in the friend group, he just goes to like his biggest op, Tommy, and it's kind of poetic. It's kind of fucking poetic. Sorry, Thuman. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, it's kind of poetic, right? It's kind of poetic. That's why I wanted to highlight it. There's nothing actually, like, they don't really talk about it. It's just funny that, he's like, yeah, Dream and George not found.
All really bad. Let me just go to the main slanderer. Actually, wait, Sam, you want to send me the tweet of the clips? Of, like, because I don't think I have that on here.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
1 second.
While you do that, I'm going to pull up this video. Not watch it yet, but I do want to watch this Jalen video as well. I've heard things on it. I've heard things. Dude.
Let me send these in slideshow. There you go.
It's kind of freaking fucked up, dude.
Okay. So, let's look at this. Just to really get like a gauge of these people. These people are kind of psychotic.
Released a video.
So this is, yeah, almost since a year ago, since Tubbo claimed enough money can make anything disappear, which is stupid, in regards to Dream's blatantly false grooming allegations, and Tommy Innit weaponized George Not Found's false allegations against Dream, will never get over that Tubbo clip. Dude, this is so this is what Tubbo said, which is just really chopped in the situation.
Released a video like 3 years later disproving everything. So I think that's important to keep in mind, but also part of my brain is also tinfoil hat and like, okay, but enough money can make anything disappear. It's released a video.
So this is dumb. Dream having those allegations wasn't really like, wait, hold on, before I talk about that. Thanks for another 5 gifted sneaky. Oh, we got Lynn, is killing people, Hounds, Aromantic, and 3C291. Welcome to the team, guys. Welcome to the Ace Space crew. Yeah.
Samuel, are you over the Tubbo clip? Yeah, no, I'm not. I play this at every opportunity I can in the video. Same with the Tommy Innit one we're about to play, because I think it's so ridiculous that the large majority of like the online sphere didn't call this out. The only time I started seeing people call out the Tommy Innit clip was don't want to toot my own horn. I made a tweet about it and it did really well. And I started really pushing for it. Because it's ridiculous. A lot of these people will constantly sweep, and like none of these fans will call this type of behavior out.
Yeah.
It's been well over a year, and I'm still not over the clip. I think it's ridiculous that you could claim publicly in a situation, regardless of the context of the situation, or what happened if Dream was in the right in this situation from last year, that enough money can make anything go away after the guy has proved his innocence. What are you meant to do at that point? When
it's also funny.
You be friends with.
It's also funny considering he had allegations, so it's like, what, you speaking from experience, buddy?
Blatantly false accusations, right?
Yeah.
During the situation.
Yeah.
Like, at that point when your ex-friend...
Yeah?
That these are blatantly false. You can't do anything in that situation.
Right. Yeah, no, it's setting an impossible standard for Dream because they don't like Dream. And it's like, instead of just taking the L of being wrong, they have to, like, shift the goalpost constantly. Like, it took 3 years for them to respond to this. It wasn't really a big allegation 3 years ago, to be honest. Like, it kind of like was a domino effect that was starting to like gain traction by the day, but the allegations that were coming in, I mean, fuck. What the fuck was that girl's name that went directly to Keemstar? God, I can't remember. Was it Anastasia or a different one? Amanda maybe? Do you remember the woman that went to Keemstar, Sam?
No, I could not. It was one of them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so it's like, I think it's also sus that you would just go directly to a drama channel rather than doing any police reports or anything like that. That's a little weird. Or, I think it's a little sus. I mean, there are cases of people calling him their groomer just to be like, coming out later to be like, I lied about it for clout. There was like that one crazy person that did that. I can't remember who it was specifically though, because it was like ultimately just kind of like a name in the wind, if you will. PTSD is post-Tubbo stress disorder. Dude, that is what Sam has, okay?
I do. But it's post-Tubbo stress disorder and post-Tommy Innit stress disorder. I can't shake it.
Dude, for real. Anyways. Dude, then we gotta see the more cooked clip.
With your group, I cannot believe how the George stuff from a year ago went down. I cannot believe the response to it online. It's disgusting. It's sexist, man. And you and your friends' references and the way you talk about women behind the scenes has been so sexist too. Shame on you guys. With your...
The real male feminist here.
Yeah. I remember he got put as like the biggest inspiration for men or something, and I just quoted it with this.
Dude,
Because I was just like, is this really like the biggest like thing? Like, oh, it was the biggest like counter to Andrew Tate. That was it. And it's like, come on, like the guy is saying that people saying that the accusations were false and that Katie Bugs lied is sexist. What are you talking about?
yeah, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Lyric's probably, definitely was a little edgy with his coverage, but it's like, it's weird to me because it's like, what? So is the standard gonna be that people can't respond to false essay allegations? Is that what standard you're trying to uphold? Is it sexist to respond to a woman falsely claiming of being sexually assaulted? Is that really sexist? Or is that just self-defense? Like, that's stupid as fuck to set that standard. And it's very clear, right? Dude. It's just... It's very interesting to me. It's very interesting. I think he's vague posting intentionally too, just so that like he doesn't have to like be specific to like so he doesn't get touched because he's afraid.
Yeah,
He is afraid.
yeah. And I mean, the only reason that Tommy even brought this up in the first place was because he was mad at Dream and was looking for any leverage he could in this situation. It's like, you don't care. You're just weaponizing false accusations to bash these people that you're in drama with because ultimately you know that you're in the wrong to a certain degree here. And you're just looking for anything. And it's so pathetic. It's so pathetic.
No, it is. It's. I mean, this guy like objectively lied, right? This guy like objectively lied about like things during his drama with Dream too, like about like the mother stuff. Like if I remember correctly, like this guy's like a little
Yeah, that was
snake.
blatantly false. And don't get me wrong, Dream also lied in this situation, right? Especially when it came to the whole merchandise thing.
Yeah, Dream's kind of dumb
That
too.
was bad. It was bad showing for him to a certain degree. But in that situation, I was always more focusing on Tommy and Tubbo and all these other people. Because anytime Dream lied or like there was anything a bit suspicious there, that immediately got blasted by like thousands of people, tens of thousands of people even. But no one really picked up on, outside of like commentators that are talking about it, picked up on the fact that actually Tommy and Tubbo and all these other wretched losers were actively lying.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, Gax. I know. I look. I'm not gonna get on the AI book stuff.
No. That's not even what he's talking about, right? Didn't Tommy use AI to talk about his dream drama? Yeah, he had several arguments with AI to see who won that drama and used it as therapy for it. He publicly admitted to that on his podcast. He said that he used AI as therapy for that situation and just therapy in general. I mean, he's had extensive conversations with AI over that situation and his situation with Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast. It's ridiculous. He's a wretched loser,
dude. Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, let's get into the coolest video of all time.
The JudeLow situation.
Like, because I feel like a lot of people, I know anytime I bring this up, people get confused that actually Jalen's back. But Jalen's been back for quite some time. It's probably been about 3 months now. Jalen came back off the back of, popularly came back off the back of one of my videos, talking about people cancelling Mr. Beast over some Technoblade stuff. But Jalen's been back for a while, making commentary content and doing pretty well in the niche, outside of a few videos that they delete. And they covered the JudeLow stuff and got a video with like 200,000 views. I think it was the biggest video on the situation outside of my coverage. And then they made this follow-up. I couldn't believe it because the first video they made was actually alright.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, I haven't really seen their previous coverage, but I think we pretty much got like a good grasp before we get into it, right?
Yeah, I mean, Jalen's previous coverage is just the type of stuff we were saying. Blown out of proportion, JudeLow's done nothing wrong, that type of thing.
Yep. Wait, is the DMs between Jalen and 9ticks public or no?
I don't think so, no.
Alright, well, we'll just watch this instead.
Has gotten a lot worse, and honestly, I just feel bad for the guy because his messages ended up getting leaked, which has caused a whole other shit.
Who is this Ren person? How is he going to run back his apology for the one thing he should have apologized for and then claim he wasn't bending the knee, when he was absolutely bending the dumbasses on Twitter by not agreeing to collab with Dream again? Just no sense or backbone whatsoever. Which is true. Look, Jalen, it's very interesting that her specifically is caring about leaking DMs. Because you do it a lot, Jalen. Now, I will say, it was fair when you leaked Parlo's DMs, because they went into you being like, hey, Grimsy just is like one strike away from being terminated. Would be a shame, right, if your op got, terminated? And it's like they kind of like lightly pat you on the shoulder to kind of like nudge you in that way. That's fine. That's fair to leak. Let's say Larix, though. You leaked the Larix Kai stuff. Why? Why'd you leak the interpersonal relationship drama, Jalen? Was it because Larix was not being fully truthful about it? Well, you kind of put him on the spot. I don't know. So it's very interesting that all the people that are going to moral grandstand over DM leaks is Jalen. Because she has a history of doing this. And it's like, I'm not even fully against it, but it depends on the context.
Well, I mean, also what you're going to realize as well for the out of this video is how that's all they focus on. You can acknowledge that why has Nine Takes actually leaked these DMs, right? He says it's because he wanted to help this guy, right? And he actually likes this guy or whatever. I mean, I personally think that's just stupid, right? You want to feed into the content, it's fine, whatever, right? But you can say, actually, I feel a bit bad from leaking these private DMs. Right? Oh, no, that's a bit bad. And then criticize what's in those DMs.
Yeah.
And go, actually, this is wrong. This is bad. Whatever. You can have that stance. And no one would actually blame you for that stance. Because those two things can coexist.
Right, yeah.
But you can't just sit there and ignore the context within the DMs and just go, well, actually, this was never meant to be leaked. So, but it doesn't matter because it actually shows you what his thought process was when making this document. What he was talking about with these accusations. His viewpoint on them. And makes it look 10 times worse. Right, and it's not about the leaked DMs; it's about his actual thought process that makes his response look worse.
Yeah, I mean, I think like there are certain contexts where leaking DMs is fully justified, and I think if it's a lie, right? Because here's the thing: when you lie about the thing with Dream and George, that is contributing to slander. Like what he did was contributing to slander by vague posting to cover his own ass, and that type of lie could be harmful to the other creators. So, it is better in this situation to counter that harm that he could put on other creators with the lies that he spread by showing that he's lying, by showing he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, by showing that he's just saying anything just to appease the woke scolding. That would be an example that I would say that is fine. Because if you leak someone lying, because it's a safety leak, essentially, right? It's like if you leak a recorded call where someone says something different, or leak DMs where it just proves something different, that could be a safety reason. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be a safety reason if it's a lie. It could just show this person's just a dishonest fuck, right? That this person, I mean, fuck, I would imagine, right? We're in the Soy MC community right now. You guys would probably want to know if whether or not your creator that you're watching is credible. Could you believe anything he says? I mean, fuck, in his DMs, it paints a completely different picture. It shows 100% that he's willing to bend the knee to anything that everyone is saying, just so that he could have covered his ass and is willing to throw other people under the bus for it.
Well, yeah, and that was the problem when these DMs came out, and after, right, before people started going back on it and saying they're actually faked again, when people were saying these aren't faked, is that it was a split between people criticizing JudeLow's actions in the response and how badly these messages reflect on it, and going to the thing of, well, this guy's transphobic, and not actually looking at these DMs and not caring because the messages just fit into their narrative, right? So they didn't give a shit.
Right.
And that's the big split, right? Is people were calling him out for being friends with such a horrible person. And then the other side were actually taking a look at these DMs and going, well, actually, wait a minute, this is false. This is bad. This shows worse on his response. Where a lot of these other people just did not care because that fits the narrative that George is this evil person, that Dream's this evil person, right?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I think I think this is justified. These leaks are justified in this context. If this, because, okay. Different story if JudeLow was venting, right? Different story. That's just not what happened, though.
See, I don't care that they're leaked, right? What I would say, if you want to criticize Nine Takes for going around saying, actually, I just want to help this guy, right? Leaking these DMs did not help this guy, right? Let's be so real, right? That made it 10 times worse.
I could make an argument, but the point is, it just touched him. Well,
Yeah, what I'm saying, right, is it's not the argument that you would go for, right? You just say, well, he lied here, or actually, this is not the full truth, right? Here's the truth. Instead of actually wanting to help this guy, because this doesn't help this guy in the long run, right?
I think,
Realistically.
to be fair,
Uh,
right, I think Nine Takes probably thought that this guy just needed to fall on his face to learn, like, what he's getting himself into if he does this.
I could get that
But-
take, but
but
I don't
it
think
probably
the
blew
take
up.
man worded that.
Yeah, no, I think it blew up out of proportion, to be honest, though.
Yeah, not only below proportion, because like from my messages with Take Nine and how he's voiced it publicly, I really don't think he expected it to get this big. And secondly, whilst I get that, I don't think Take Nine worded that at all right in his actual like reasonings for coming out about this.
Right.
It comes across to like I wanted to help this guy, so I leaked all these DMs and raped him.
Yeah, just
Where if you want to make the argument that actually like this guy's got to fall in his face to learn, that's understandable.
it's a good
but even
intentions,
then, I
bad
think there's
impact
a flaw.
argument, right?
Yeah, I think there's a flaw there because I mean, you would hope that you would assume that if you're going to leak these DMs about a situation that is always going to pick up traction, give them to a content creator. I don't want to toot my own horn, but like in this type of community, I'm not totally irrelevant, right?
Right.
They are probably going to get a bit of traction, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I mean, I get one takes did it, but I mean, it was always going to be obvious what was going to happen, right?
Yeah, no, I could agree to that, but
Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching the Jalen sweep.
Storm surrounding him. But basically, if you don't know, about a week ago or so, JudeLow ended up making this document kind of mocking another person who had called out the Money SMP for screwing him over. And in this document,
Which no one should care about.
ended up making an Epstein joke, which that then caused a lot of people to get mad at him, saying,
Wait, what is this comment? Hold on.
Epstein joke, which that
Ha ha ha! Epstein joke. Ha ha! It's dark humor. Ha ha! You're joking about children being abused. It's not something to be joked about. You cannot say it's dark humor. It brings attention to the topic by joking around about it. Grown-ass adults joking about this is unacceptable.
I mean, Jalen, you can't really moral grandstand jokes when you've literally made a George Floyd joke against Zero Needs Coffee. All right, like let's look. This is why like she's gonna appeal to these people, I imagine, and it's just like it just comes out very hypocritical. Comes off very hypocritical.
Well, to be fair, with the Epstein, well, she defends JudeLow, right?
Right.
But too much. She bends over backwards to defend this guy.
Right. So the edgy jokes, I think you could defend. The DMs, what's said in there, I think there is a lot of scrutiny to give to those. And if she doesn't give that, then that's definitely going to be like, bro, what are you doing? This is very biased coverage. But yeah, fuck.
That then caused a lot of people to get mad at him, saying that this was absolutely horrible. This was despicable that he would do such a thing. And then he also got called out for being friends with Dream. Now, while I'll say that it was completely valid to criticize JudeLow for making his document mocking someone who had genuine criticisms with Money
stop.
SMP without actually looking into the situation.
There's nothing criticizable. Dude, it's stupid. He was a substitute and they didn't need them anymore. Stop.
That is not the criticizable bit of that, right? Like if you again, like I say that if you want to criticize him for actually having no idea what he's talking about, I think that plays into the fact that he had no idea what he was talking about these accusations, right?
Sure.
I think you can make an argument for that, but not the context of it. It shouldn't be, well, you didn't look into this and you fucked this up, so this is bad because this situation's serious. It should be, well, you didn't look into this.
Yeah.
Right. It reminds me of a situation. Jacksepticeye, right? He made. Do you remember the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, right? With the whole I stepped on a bee.
Yes.
Jacksepticeye made a joke about I stepped on a bee, right, and how she fake cried. Now, lots of people 3 years ago cancelled him for this, and it's come up quite a lot since in the past few months. Cancelled him for this, and was like, "You're making fun of abusers. You're making fun of abusers." And his response was, "Look, sorry, whatever, but I had no idea the context." It's like, well, no. Like, it doesn't matter about the context. It was funny, right? Like, it's a joke. But the rape thing there is that you're saying you had no idea of the context and you made the joke anyway, right? The thing is you didn't do research or look into it before talking on it publicly, which is the rape thing. So I can get that argument. But even then, I think you just focus on the fact that this document doesn't need to exist and that he's like bend the knee, rather than try and craft this other like argumentation.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. We gotta.
It's just unneeded.
We're gonna merge. Yeah, that's stupid. All right, dude, I'm surprised we're not even a minute through, and this is already peeving me. But let's keep it going.
I think getting mad at someone for being friends with Dream and for making an Epstein joke is just completely ridiculous. Like, can we be real here? This drama was mostly a nothing burger. However, JudeLow did kind of make it worse with his response, where he kind of justified making this joke, saying that, oh, well, I was just doing it to, like, raise awareness for the Epstein files. And then he made a whole ass apology, which some things, sure, he needed to apologize for, but he apologizes for the Epstein joke. And then he also says he talked to some of his friends and they said that the Dream Team were bad news and that he was gonna stop associating with and stop making content with Dream and his friends, which that caused a whole lot of
Yax? Dude, even though Dream and his friends have been nothing but kind to me, I still decided to stop working with them after Twitter told me so. Those creators are actually fucking smart. Dude, Gax! Dude, you made it! You made it into a lolcows video.
Well, see, that's how I found out about this video, because Gax went into my circle and was like, I made it. I made it.
That's how you know that see, Gax, if you go into the Minecraft community, you might get more attention like this. Alright? Just a little recommendation.
other backlash because he also shares an audience with Dream, and a lot of Dream's fans were like, yo, dude, what the heck? Like, you're just taking these people's words at face value when these accusations against Dream and his friends have been debunked time and time again, and now you're dropping him out of nowhere without actually talking to the guy. And now this has led up to JudeLow's messages getting leaked.
Fuck Sam.
I will say they kind of paint his apology in not the best light. It definitely seems like it wasn't a genuine apology, which, I mean, who could blame him? Like, he's getting canceled for the dumbest reasons imaginable.
Well, that's why you just don't apologize. Right, like this.
Like, what do you mean you can't blame him? Like, he didn't. No one was putting like a gun to his head and going, "Wait, you fucking retard! Make this response. I was going to blow you and your mother up." Right? No one was like putting a gun to his head and threatening this guy to make a response. He could have ignored it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't know why we're acting like this guy had to respond to this. That he's getting cancelled, so he had to fold and make a response. No, he didn't have to. He could have stood his ground, but he didn't.
Yeah,
that is criticizable. That's a criticizable action. Why we treating this guy like he's like Cormac, so he's dribbling and he can't form a sentence.
This is true. Fuck me. But yeah, let's keep it going. Fuck me.
Like, if I were in his same position, I would probably make a bullshit apology as well. So this guy, 9takes, ended up reaching out to JudeLow about this whole situation. And JudeLow is just kind of like, dude, I made an Epstein joke. Like, I don't care. It's chill. It doesn't really matter. And then this...
And if that was true, then they wouldn't have made a response. That's stupid. Like,
yeah, it's a complete contradiction to the actual response, right?
Yes, 100%.
Guy is basically like, why did you apologize? This is a dumb thing to apologize for. And JudeLow is basically like, well, you know, I didn't actually apologize for the Epstein joke. I kind of doubled down on it. Like, I don't think that's a big deal. I think I'm actually raising awareness. And 9takes is like, if you apologize, like, it's just gonna make things worse. Like, you're gonna end up getting doxxed and harassed and stuff. And you know what? I don't even know why we're talking about this. I don't know why these messages got leaked in the first place.
Are you dumb? Are you dumb? You kind of actually touched on it. Like, that means, like, he didn't mean what he was saying. Like, he was just saying it just to appeal to, like, the woke mob and bend the knee and throw people under the bus for it. Like, what are you talking about?
Even if you want to say, like, oh, why these been leaked, right? It's just stupid, blah, 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 blah. I mean, you still go into the fact that actually there's stuff that completely contradicts his response and shows Jude in a bad light. Something that's actually criticizable outside of you made a joke about fucking Epstein. Like, there's stuff in there to criticize this guy for. Why are we acting like just because they leaked messages that there's nothing here to criticize him for?
Yeah, no, this is
mind-boggling.
This is dumb as fuck. I think
just because he was a victim of a situation that got overblown doesn't mean there's nothing here that's criticizable.
Dude, fuck me.
Apparently, this 9takes guy is known for, like, starting drama with people.
Oh,
and it
fuck
seems
off.
like Jude...
You literally are a spurging schizophrenic freak, dude. I don't want to hear... This 9takes guy is usually up to no good, says the person who suicide baited on a stream.
Look, Jalen spoke about the I don't know if you heard about the Tourette's at the was it the BAFTAs, I think, where the guy said the N-word, right?
Yes.
To Michael B. Jordan, right, instead, right? Jalen covered it, right? The video got 300 views. They deleted it. Now, I'm very interested to see what they would have said about that, because Jalen has infamously said the N-word several times. So, I mean, again, are we going to keep talking about hypocrisy? Or are we going to keep talking about whatever, right? It makes no sense. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's like,
dude, this is mind blowing to me. This is genuinely mind blowing. Jalen, you would genuinely, you would troll the fuck out of people. What are you talking about? You were a little shit stirrer too. That's just what you were. That's why you were a joke and no one really took you seriously, right? Like, and now I will say, for the most part, right? Jalen is a weird, interesting case of lolcow, because she was more cared about in at least the Augie RFC days by Smallcom. The bigger creators didn't really, like, they let her call in every now and then, they gave her light critiques, a little slap on the wrist, but Smallcom, when it was actually more of a space, they cared more about her. It wasn't until a Cheeto and Sense of Society, and even, like, I think Lanza and other creators got on her because of her association with, like, Natty Forsyth, and, like, her defenses of Natty Forsyth. And it's just, like, it was a little bleak. It was a little bleak, because that's what, like, ultimately got her, like, fucked a little bit. Because of, like, the infamous Roblox, like, creator with Predator allegations. That was part of the thing. Then the recent stuff was, like, the Aiden, well, I say recent, this was, like, a while ago, but, like, she was on an Aiden and Rouse stream, and, like, punched a wall and cut her hand, and insinuated that she was going to kill herself. Like, that was bleak. That was bleak. Jalen doesn't really have much of a respectable career, to say the least. Left and right, she's just been, like, taking punches at because she wasn't liked in Smallcom, then it got bigger because of her fucked associations and things that she defended, and then just her own spurky behavior put her, like, in her own casket. So, yeah, sure, she's doing decent in the Minecraft space, but I can't really take anything that she says seriously, because it's just stupid. It's stupid because I know what this woman's done. And to see her say it just makes it like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, interesting. Very interesting, to say the least. It's very hypocritical from her. That's always been the thing with Jalen, though. They've been very hypocritical. Like, one of the main points from, like, Smallcom is that Jalen would get mad if you said any transphobic slurs, right? But like Sam pointed out earlier, she was infamous for saying the N-word directly to black people as well. Yes.
Yeah, they're so clear. It's so great, so funny.
Plethora of times.
I just don't get why Jalen did this themselves, because, like, I haven't, like, watched a lot of their content since I've been back, right? But I've seen the odd video here and there, mainly the ones where they've, like, seen a bit of my coverage or I mentioned, right? And for the most part, they've got decent takes, or they've had decent takes, and they've been like sensible. So I don't get what this, like, complete overcorrection is to, like, defend JudeLow and, like, really penalize 9takes for leaking these DMs instead of looking at the whole picture. Yeah, I don't get what motivated them to do this.
Yeah. I mean, probably just because they don't like 9takes, I would imagine. I have no clue. She gets pretty sides-cucked quite easily. That's, like, another thing that's, like, kind of fucked. But I can't take the leaking DM seriously. Maybe I know too much about the Smallcom lore trenches, but yeah, I definitely, when it comes to DM leaks, the Parlo DM leaks and the Larix DM leaks come to mind immediately when she's, like, trying to criticize DM leaks. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Very hypocritical of her. But yeah.
Just chose the wrong person to talk to and confide in about this. Jude then says that he's gonna be
confide in? Dude, what are you talking about? It literally starts with fucking 9takes coming to be like, oh, this is stupid as fuck. And, like, he's wrangling her. No, sorry, I thought I was thinking of Jalen, sorry. He's wrangling JudeLow. Yeah. This is not confiding, they're just having a casual chat about the drama. This is not like, dude, my dog just died because Kasari made fun of it. No, it's not like that. Dude. No, but it's stupid. It's stupid.
Off Twitter permanently. I hope that you do that, Jude, okay? Because this is all bullshit, okay? This is all gonna blow over. This doesn't matter, okay? You're an insanely popular Minecraft YouTuber. You are in a position that most people would kill for. Just keep...
Dude, you would know something about being told to get off Twitter, right, Jalen?
Jalen is just passing down the advice they were told for, like, 5 years of their career. Get off Twitter. Get off Twitter. Get off Twitter. I think that's actually ingrained in their brains. They're just going to tell anyone they say to get off Twitter.
Fuck.
Doing your thing. Ignore these people. Ignore this drama. Don't get into any more drama like this. Just don't apologize for things that you're not really sorry for.
Which is what 9takes said. Dude, you were just agreeing with him. Why was this leaked? Why was this leaked? Copies take? But why was this leaked? You're just moral grandstanding, you fuck. You fuck. You're trying to hold people to standards that you don't personally believe in, you fuck. Fuck me.
And then I guess the only thing that's worth criticizing is that JudeLow is like, oh, it's like messed up that George not found, whatever he did with Katie Bugs, which that whole situation has kind of been debunked. Like, it just kind of seems like everyone assumed that she was over 21 because she was at a 21 plus party. However, George claims that he didn't know she was 18 until after because he just assumed that everyone at this party was 21. And he said that he had no real reason to think that she was under 18 because she had been...
Yeah, sorry, it's a bar in America. Yeah, that's gonna happen, okay? Yeah, because the drinking age in America is 21. Obviously, if you see someone at a bar, you're gonna think they're 21. That's gonna be what happens. But it's... Fuck me.
At a VidCon after party, from his experience, had been very high security, had issues with letting certain people in, and he claims that when he messaged her on Instagram, he didn't see in her bio that she was 18. And Katie and George, they were kind of like touchy-feely, kind of like making out. They were both kind of like drinking, it seems like, and this whole thing got blown out of proportion. It got made to seem like George had like sexually assaulted her or something, or was some kind of groomer, which is absolutely not the case. And JudeLow is like, okay, I read this, the dream stuff is blown out of proportion, but the George situation is still messed up regardless because he was 26
and this is a good reason for it to leak,
and she looks young, so it's weird behavior, which, like, I would agree with that if George had gone out of his way to like make out or be with someone that was that young, but I don't really think he was. I just think he didn't really know her age at the time, and like I said, this whole situation has just been blown out of proportion. After those messages got leaked, a lot of people...
why are we ignoring the fact that Katie lied? That she was exposed for lying?
I think she's
isn't just like over-exaggeration. It is a blatant, disingenuous narrative that she formed. She actively lied throughout the situation, was called out, and ran away. She deleted her social media and fucked off. This isn't just it was a bit of a blown out proportion. She lied, bro. She lied. And the fact that, again, Jude apparently had no idea about a lot of these circumstances until Nine Takes had sent him a fucking document walking him through it after he'd already made a document response, shows how badly this guy is and actually looking into things, and was completely blindsided by people touching him to the point he folded without actually having any idea about the accusations themselves. Why are we not focusing on this? Why is it like, well, actually, like, this is a bit meh from Jude here, because, this was a bit blown out of proportion. Bro, can we be specific? Why are we talking like internet fucking adjacent, bro? What are you doing?
Yeah. Fuck me.
People assumed that these were fake, that, it was impossible that JudeLow would dare associate with someone like Nine Takes. Y'all know Nine Takes is full of shit, right? He does things to the pedophile when she came out as 100% factual, guys.
We saw that.
The man behind this Nine Takes guy does not have the best reputation. I really don't know much about this. I don't.
Dude, that's what Leafy used to do. It's like, this guy's a pedo. It's like, wait, really? I don't know. Probably. Like, that's just, I don't know. That's just what people did. Whatever.
I don't know how much of this is actually true or not, but I can say that these messages are with a doubt real. Like, this is a real conversation that JudeLow had with Nine Takes, but it definitely does seem like to me that this Nine Takes guy just kind of wanted attention and to potentially take JudeLow down a peg, because if we're being real, okay, there is kind of an unspoken rule in the commentary scene, and it's do not leak DMs unless they're absolutely necessary. Jude obviously trusted,
and these, I would argue, would be necessary to leak. This is not a confiding. This is just he lied about things.
In this situation, right, there is stuff here that is important that changes perspective. I know myself and many other people, when covering the situation, were asking for more clarity on what the fuck he meant when talking about these accusations and how vague he was being. This gives that clarity. This is an important piece. So to write it off and like hand wave it is just so pathetic. Because Jalen kind of touches on it, but then like doesn't actually realize the point, doesn't fully like go into it. I just don't know why. Like, just treat this like these DMs should be leaked. Put your your bias aside of like, actually this guy's getting fucked over, and just critique them, read them, take issue with them. Like, what are you doing? It's like most situations are built off of something getting leaked, messages getting leaked, whatever. I mean, that doesn't stop people criticizing them. Like, yeah, whatever, you might say it's shitty, but just there is criticizable things here that's relevant. Talk about them.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. But yeah, we got 40 seconds left.
This guy, and then he screwed him over and leaked these DMs. So whether you think that something Jude said in here is worth criticism, you think that him even being friends or associating with 9ticks is worth criticism, I think what's really worth criticism is the fact that this guy's DMs got leaked for no apparent reason.
There's
So
not
yeah,
no
I
reason,
just want to
you
say
fucking
good
sweeper.
luck to Jude. Be careful
So-
who you trust. Keep up the good work
Sorry.
because
You know,
like you're
With this, they've literally just said, well, regardless if you think there's something criticizable in here, the real criticizable thing is the fact they leaked. You can criticize both things if you wanted to. Like,
Sweep,
what are we
sweep,
doing here?
Yeah, sweep, sweep,
You,
sweep.
you can you can criticize that the 9ticks leak these DMs and also criticize the stuff that's in there because there is criticizable stuff there.
Varsity.
Why are we acting like you can only? Okay. I can only pick one to criticize. Am I going to criticize the fact they leaked, or am I going to criticize the fact that this happened in the first place and what they said in these messages? What am I going to criticize? Bro, you can critique more than one thing.
I'm a little full from critiques. I can only have one more.
It's so stupid. Bro.
My big belly. Dude.
pulling numbers right now. You clearly know exactly what you're doing, and just stay away from this stuff. Just stay away from all of it. Stay away from trauma. Just do your thing. Anyway, if you guys do want to watch my initial video talking about the whole
Whatever. Yeah, I know Take 9 got pinned. My intention was not to have this be some big thing. My friend was covering the situation on stream and needed further context about Jude talking about the George/stream team. C9 takes when you like lean on this is like a bad defense. Okay? This is literally a bad defense. They're just getting chewed up by the viewers, lol. But that okay. When you set this precedent, because I can make arguments for why this needed to be leaked. Like, why this should be leaked. You are essentially just saying it just because my friend asked nicely, so I leaked my other friend's DMs. Like, that's a dumb argument. Like, I will say.
Well, yeah, it's the argumentation of, well, he wanted content. It's like,
Yeah.
right.
It's like, okay, well, does that mean that my DMs are not safe with you, Take 9? Because what if Himpleton asks, are you just gonna be like, yes, master, here's some DMs? Like, dude, it's dumb. That is a dumb defense. I will say, right, it does seem like there are just such cases where where there are critiquable things here. Like, there are things I could actually say, yeah, you know what? This makes sense. This is fair. This is fair to leak. But then your defense is you don't really help yourself. You're more like just, my friend had to own them. Dude, it's stupid. I had to like, let them fall on their face. In case you're new, it still looks so cool. Thanks, it's a pretty cool piece of art made by Nabi. Pretty cool stuff. But on that note, I think that's everything, right, Sam? Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, holy fuck, that was a lot.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I mean, outside of people thinking the DMs are fake again, which we went over, there is nothing. I mean, I know Jude and 9 have spoke since. I mean, that hasn't leaked, those messages or anything like that.
Right.
And I can't see JudeLow saying anything else about this.
Yeah.
I think he's just gonna, move on and make content.
Yep.
But I do think it paints the picture of what the Minecraft community is like. Right, blows things out of proportion, flip flops. Will immediately believe something's false if it goes against their narrative. Gets proven wrong, flip flops, and uses the incomplete wrong argumentation.
It's
there.
goalposts. Yeah, it's really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. So just my concluding thoughts: the Money SMP drama should not have been a drama. JudeLow mocking it was funny, and him bending the knee to mocking it is stupid. And the DMs paint a whole picture that he's willing to throw other friends under the bus if it saves his ass. And Jalen is a hypocritical cuck. That's pretty much where I put that. But yeah, at this point, remember to like the stream if you guys haven't already. But I'm gonna redirect y'all. Now, who's live? Looks like Hippleton's live. You know what? I'll give my boy a raid. All right, you guys don't say poor Ace. Just say hi, say hi, Himpy. You know, actually call him the Bunkler. He gets really mad when he gets called the Bunkler. But yeah,
It's a bunkler, bro.
have a wonderful night and take